save our gracious Tim. Long live our noble Tim. God save our Tim.
Ted save our Tim.
Long to gaslight us with his flim flam in the diary room. Always great entertainment. God save our Tim.
Woo!
Hello and welcome to the special ceremonial edition of BB on Blast.
Woo! 70 years on watching Big Brother.
That feels like it.
At least.
I'm Gaz.
I'm Lindsay. We don't actually care about the Jubilee,
Oh,
do we?
you do, don't you?
Well...
I'll tell you a story about this.
Oh, no.
I've got a story about this.
Oh, God.
So I went to brunch this morning, and I say brunch, it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
How cosmopolitan of you.
Well, maybe 2 o'clock, I don't know, it was late. So the people in the restaurant brought over the menu, and it was a lunch menu, and I was like,
Oh, no.
you know,
Don't want lunch.
I need beans,
Brunch.
eggs, hash browns. So I was like, have you got the breakfast menu? Ordered it, someone overheard us and started to have a conversation about the breakfast that we'd ordered. And then she was like, oh yeah, Jubilee party last night, was it? And we were like, because like, Dan and I obviously sitting there looking like we're hanging out of our arses.
Yeah.
I was like, not really. I said more of a pride event. She goes, oh, but you still celebrate the Queen, don't you?
Oh, no!
Not really, not so
The
much.
Queens,
no.
yeah, not the Queen.
Yeah, yeah. All the Queens. I mean, I saw Blue Hydrangea, Jimbo, Tia Coffee. I was celebrating all those Queens.
Oh no! What a weird thing to say to someone.
But it's the assumption of, but you do celebrate the Queen, don't you?
Oh God!
And then Dan went no, and then Dan said she rolled her eyes.
Did she?
Yeah.
This wasn't the woman who brought you lunch.
She
then?
bought us breakfast, so what a
Wow,
turnaround.
that's
She actually
strange.
paid for our bill because we had a conversation about how she feeds the animals.
Perhaps she's trying to turn you.
She goes, oh, didn't you see Diana Ross? I was like, oh no, we were at the Sugar Babes. She goes, oh, I like the Sugar Babes. I've got their CD in my car. Yeah, but then this kind stranger, but I think because Dan and I talked about our professions and she said we were in good jobs and we were animal lovers, decided to, on the sly...
You ain't that much of an animal.
Well, I don't feed that stray cat over the road, but, you know, I wouldn't hurt it either.
Just stay at a reasonable distance away.
Yeah, shoo it away. But she decided to, on the slide, just pay the bill, and then she came and put the receipt down.
That's really nice.
I thought she was giving us a number at
a
first.
rare act of kindness seen in London town.
So there you go, people. Go to brunch, talk to strangers, you might get a free breakfast.
Just don't talk to those fag
hags.
flag waving people. You can speak to the fags, they're brilliant.
Right.
Not the flags.
The fags are great. Also not... Oh, God.
What?
Don't cancel us for that.
We don't use that word pejoratively in this
No, we
country.
don't.
It means
Where's
cigarettes.
the memories on Facebook? Because I've got one that came up today from 10 years ago. God, I can't use the app anymore. It's gone now. But anyway, it was 10 years ago, right? And it was a picture of me.
Yeah.
Back to the camera with a bag on my back and a British flag sticking out of my backpack, and I'm in front of a post box, and it's got. I was basically saying, "Oh, I've just found out that this post box has got the initials of the monarch at the time they put it there, and this is George, whatever, i.e. Queen Elizabeth's great grandfather, and is 100 years old."
Twerp you there.
Exactly. So it proves people can change. 10 years ago, I was a flag-shagging royalist.
Didn't you say you're on the flotilla or something?
Not on the flotilla.
I don't even know what the flotilla is, to be honest.
Liz, let's take a selfie on the Thames.
What is the flotilla?
The flotilla was the thing where loads of boats went down the Thames to celebrate the last Jubilee.
Oh, and it was pissing down.
Yeah, and the Queen was on one of the
remember.
boats, and I went down to stand there and watch her.
That's tragic.
I just was like, oh, I want to see the Queen with my own eyes for once in my life.
When Princess Diana died, she was from Northampton.
Was she? Oh yeah, just outside. Her estate was kind of quite far.
Northamptonshire.
Yeah.
Never mind. Her funeral cortege came down my street, and
Whoa.
I didn't even fucking go and stand outside to even look.
Well,
how old
were you? Because I remember
I was 17.
Okay, I was obviously a bit younger, but I remember Diane's funeral just being such an inconvenience.
Oh, wasn't it annoying? I was trying to go out and get drunk.
I went out on my bike, and it just felt like a barren wasteland. Everyone was at home watching the funeral. And I didn't want to be thinking about that.
No, my mum rang me up and was like, "Oh, it's sad, isn't it?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Have you not seen the news?" I was like, "No, I've been asleep." I was like trying to go along with it, and I was like, "What has happened here?" Trying to work it out as I was going along.
I remember my dad coming into my bedroom in the morning and opening the curtains, going, "Princess Diana's died," and I went, "Are you joking?" Like, I thought,
don't
what is this?
People love to give that sort of news. They just want to be first, don't they? It's just like first. Don't you think people enjoy
like Federico, Jacko's dead.
Yeah, I do enjoy. I must say, if someone dies, I go to Jack. Oh, guess who's died? It is like a bit.
Does he ever get it right?
Normally he says the Queen, and he's still not fucking right. There is a bit of like excitement in telling someone, isn't it?
Also, have you ever had a trend scare where someone's trending on Twitter and you go, "Oh no"?
Oh yeah.
I had one of those recently. It was Patrick Stewart was trending. I thought, "Oh God."
I like it.
Not Professor X.
No.
Like, we've lost it. And then I looked at it and it was a spoiler for the new Marvel film. I was like,
no.
Damn it. I didn't want to know
that's
that.
Even worse. Let the man die.
Anyway, how was your Jubilee weekend? What have you been doing? What have you been flag waving?
I went to see Dame Brandon Flowers at Arsenal Emirates. He's a nice chap.
Happy and glorious?
Very, very thin. Too thin. He needs to...
not have a sandwich.
He needs to lay off the Botox and just chill out. He's a very gorgeous man and I worry for him.
How old is he now?
He's a couple of years younger than me, about 40-ish. But he's a lovely guy. Appreciate the killer's effort. Never going to go to a gig in a football stadium again.
Okay.
Football
stadiums aren't for us.
No, it wasn't the vibe. All the pictures of all the football things on the wall and just like, ugh, no.
Bunting? Queen? Flag?
No, I didn't see much bunting. And they did have the gay gooners, little flag up for the gay Arsenal fans.
Oh,
I was like,
that's
that
nice.
Must be a small section of the audience.
Inclusivity, yeah. Well.
Oh, you never know these days. Anything's possible.
Elton's a big football fan, Some of the gay people like football.
Just football. Just even the word football. It's, ugh.
Do you know? At the festival that I was at, it was all throwback to noughties and 90s artists. Everyone looks so good. I'm like, hang on, I was a kid when I liked your music, and how do you now look this amazing?
Witchcraft.
Natalie Imbruglia. Don't know how she's aged today.
She must
Steps,
be
all
45.
of Steps. Oh my god, I saw so many Big Brother people.
Steps do look good for their age.
Amazing.
Very good. Very
Claire from Steps, vocally very good.
She's gorgeous, actually.
Yeah, and she used to be called the fat one. I guess when she was in Big Brother, she did have a lot of weight.
Even when she was fat, she still had a lovely face.
Yeah.
She's a good-looking woman.
They've all aged really well, apart from H, actually.
Oh yeah, well he's never been, the hottest, has he?
No, hyperactive. So many Big Brother people. I've seen Abs, H, Claire, Rylan was there. Lee Ryan.
What was Rylan doing?
Rylan introduced Steps. He's like an honorary member of Steps, isn't he? And he was like, and of course my sister, Claire from Steps, to give her her official name. It was nice to see him there.
Oh, that's fun. So yeah, we've all been celebrating, just not about the Queen.
I think we've all benefited from the long weekend. Thanks for the time off.
I'm not saying thanks.
No?
No, fuck her. People on Twitter going, "Oh, you respect the Queen." Oh, shut up. It's just, people are quite funny about the Queen, aren't they? She ain't your gran, so shut up.
I was even surprised that my dad said he's put the bunting up.
Oh, God.
My dad goes, "Oh, no, the Queen's the one member of the royal family that I do respect." I was
She's
like, okay,
the real
fine.
one.
I mean, my outlook on it all has changed a lot in the last 10 years, but I think that I'd never given it a second thought before the last Jubilee came around. And it was the Olympics, and London was pumping with national spirit, for want of a better word, but not in a toxic way.
No.
So I kind of was like, oh yeah, I can go and enjoy these things that are happening, Hyde Park had a festival. But now 10 years later, I just know too much.
Some people are just so desperate to fucking hang that flag out. The first chance they get, let's put it that way. Do you know what I mean?
I saw people that had, those flags that you put on your car.
Yeah, I've seen those as well.
Really?
My mum has those when the football's on, because she's a real big football fan.
I mean, for the football's one thing, because maybe you're supporting your home nation, but the Union flag is a bit ooh.
Yeah, I mean, Morrissey basically got cancelled for waving a Union flag around, and now you're waving them around, so give Morrissey another chance, people.
When was that?
Oh, it was well, to be fair, he was at an event and there was quite a lot of National Fronty type people there, so they threw it on the stage and he just picked it up and waved it, but that was the picture. And after that, he got innocent. Morrissey would never say anything like that.
It's just so weird. Like, my first sort of like affiliation to the flag was when Jerry Halliwell wore it on a dress, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that made it fucking cool.
Yeah,
Jerry made it cool back then, and now I just can't associate with it.
Funnily enough, it is quite a cool design of a flag. It's got a good branding. It's got bad reputation.
We need to rebrand, I think.
Yeah. Put some more colours in, make it more inclusive.
Yeah. Anyway.
There was something else I was going to say.
What was that? Jubilee-ish?
I think I've forgotten. Yeah, but I think we've done that to death, haven't we?
A little bit.
No, never mind. It might come back to me.
Week in Big Brother. Any thoughts? Any feelings? I got thoughts and feelings.
I almost gave up.
What do you mean?
I'm just so fed up of it, especially that first episode. It was so
spliced together.
Like Drew goes, "Oh, I'm going to nominate Tim." It's just like he's obviously not saying that. So why are you? I hate myself for even saying this stuff, but I began to get so pissed off with it.
It's got more obvious in the last week as well. Yeah. And it's like, that's not going to help Big Brother as a show, because even casual viewers or die-hard viewers like us that are sticking with it because of the concept, we're going to fall out of love if you're going to pull the wool over our eyes like that, or try to fake it for us.
Strange enough, when a certain Daniel came round to my house to pick up your sunglasses, he goes, "Loving Big Brother Australia." He said it's brilliant. I was like, what? Well, there's one person still enjoying it.
You know why? He really likes Tim.
Oh, yeah.
And Tim's take on the game and the way he gets to in people's minds and stuff.
To be fair, if I had to choose between my same old story, not seeing Tim or seeing him in this format, I choose seeing him in this format.
I struggled this week. That middle of the week episode where Tim started to point at Tully, I went off him big time.
But they got back together, didn't they? Did they?
Sort of.
Yeah, they sort of band together. Yeah, but Tim's always having beef with Tully, isn't he?
We'll come to... I want to unpack this. I thought there's a lot to say about that.
My biggest bugbear of the week is, once again, we didn't get rid of fucking Sam.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
She is horrible. Before, I thought I was just being jealous about her and Drew, but no, she's a horrible person.
You think she's actually actively horrible?
Oh, the way she was acting, like, oh, you're just jealous of me and Drew. Fuck off, bitch. That was so pathetic.
That was good TV, though, actually.
Pathetic.
Right. Without further ado, but actually,
there's been 13 minutes
actually,
so far.
A bit more ado.
Further ado.
There was a bit of UK Big Brother talk. UK? Oh, I'm doing the Franken sentence. UK. Big Brother talk on morning TV in the last week, where Dermot and Alison had Emma Willis on the show on this morning to talk about some cooking show she's doing. Yeah. And then I think it was Dermot, so we need to talk about Big Brother.
Can't have us for a year without talking about Big Brother. That's what he said.
Yeah. So they started to talk about Big Brother coming back and the rumours.
It's like, bitches, you didn't talk about it for a long fucking time when we were still talking about it, but whatever. Jump back on that bandwagon.
So all of them? Or
yeah,
Emma?
all of them. All of them. Especially Dermot and Emma.
Emma basically said... Well, no, Alison said, I think it needs a new presenter if it's going to come back. Well, she said, me and Dermot were talking about this, and I said it needs a new presenter, which Emma said, oh, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. What does that tell you about the way Emma Willis feels about Big Brother UK?
Yeah, she don't want to be the presenter anymore.
I think more pissed off because no one's asked her,
don't you?
Asked her, yeah. It's better for Emma to go, yeah, I think, new start, new presenter, because...
Yeah.
It looks like she's
being
unbothered.
magnanimous. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but hold on, new presenter. What about Rylan? Rylan's a perfect person for it. Are they talking about someone brand new?
No idea. They didn't really say.
No one likes.
They didn't say fresh talent.
No one likes a new person. No one likes change. We want someone at least tangentially associated with it.
Like what?
Tangentially.
Ooh. Like a tangent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I pronounced that right, but it sounded good.
Whatever. Like when Ollie Murs and Caroline Flack started doing the X Factor. God, that was a car crash.
Oh, it was a bit.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Dermot taking
Dermot's
the job.
fine. Rylan's better. Alison won't even mind.
God, no thanks.
What?
I need some professionalism. I know, like, she's good.
To be fair, she's got a lot better.
She has.
She has got a lot better.
I think you need a serious tone for Big Brother, like for evictions and punishment. You can't have Alison just
racism.
laughing down the mic. Love Alison.
Alison go, oh well, you've been a bit racist in the house. What do you think about that? What else about that? Then nothing. Really.
That's all really. Just that Emma said.
Oh, I'll tell you what else she said.
It needs a longer rest.
It needs a rest.
You don't agree?
You have a rest, bitch. It's been off the air for like 5 years.
18, 19, 20, 21, 24.
4 then.
I guess not far off. I mean, I understand the sentiment of giving people time to miss it a bit more, not hurrying it back onto the screen, but...
What's the point?
Well, you've got enough Big Brother to watch, thank you.
Oh, I know that.
So yeah, that's the Big Brother UK news.
I've just started rewatching BB Can 5 with Canada. Yeah.
The Odyssey?
Nedda, I could not remember how much of a cunt Nedda was at the start of that fucking series when she got that pass. How horrible she was to Cassandra, to Gary. Oh, it's going to make that moment.
An eviction pass?
She got passed to jury, safety to jury. Okay. So that moment when they finally fucking turn on it, not that I've seen it yet. But
Yeah.
Jack is going to me, there better be some fucking redemption arc.
It was the first opportunity to get rid of her, wasn't it?
It was like she was safe for like 2 hours, wasn't it? I forgot why we were so fucking happy with that. Honestly, she's so horrible to Cassandra. I don't even like Cassandra that much. And then fucking going after Gary, get out. Fucking horrible.
Didn't someone literally say you were... I think someone said you were safe for 2 hours, but that was the wrong word, right?
Yeah.
It was like you were not safe for 2 hours.
It was.
Didn't Gary say that or something? Someone said that to her.
I just cannot wait to see that moment again. Like, I just cannot wait. She is being so horrible. So I just can't wait to see her crying. Sorry, but that's just the way
it's coming.
You can't do that to Gary. You can't do that to Gary and get away with it. Gary is sacred.
What happens with Gary?
Well, I've not got
just
to
being
that
nasty.
bit yet, but I remember she evicted him.
Oh, okay.
Horrible. Sorry, should we talk about Big Brother Australia?
Let's talk about Australia. I haven't got any notes until the heart rate task, so there you go.
I made some notes, and then I actually stopped making notes at some points because I got so pissed off. So, here's where we were. Reggie and Tim are pissed off with Sam being so happy. What was she being happy about? Was this after she got saved last night?
Yeah, although... And I know our friend Alfie's been saying the same about this. Like, you would have thought that the Sam being saved would have been followed up on more in this episode. There was not much about it.
That was a good point what Alfie said, that, they have these dramatic moments and then it's like the next day it's just today's a new day and we're moving on. There's never any fallout from anything, is there? Which is stupid. Mind you, there was a kind of a bit of fallout from it later in the week, but... Drew looks like he's going bald, I've noticed here. Oh. I've really gone off Drew big time. Drew wants to shoot to kill Tim. Oh, this was when he was like, I want to shoot to kill Tim. Drew said, we've got to take out the soldiers around the general. Why not just go after Tim then?
The general?
Yeah.
Sorry? Is he coming back?
Come on, we need to talk about this seriously. This is the thing.
Very serious matter.
Is Tim... Can anyone actually nominate Tim? Because if not,
no,
why
immune.
the fuck is no one... Is Tim on the contract? Because got to take out this person round Tim, that person round.
Yes, why
take out
not Tim?
Yeah, there's some bullshit going on here. Tim is on a contract. There's no way these people would actually not be nominating Tim, especially because he can be quite horrible as well.
Well, Big Brother said, God save our gracious Tim, until it's time for the contract.
Don't you think it's a bit suspicious?
I mean... Yeah, but we have seen it before where the obvious targets aren't targeted. Like Danny, okay, I know he was throwing a few bones, but he kind of got by unscathed for some time.
Most of the time, yeah.
And even Katie, who you would have thought the other people would have wanted her out. So sometimes people make silly decisions. I don't get it.
I think it's sus.
Or do you think the newbies are like, look, nobody's going to watch this shit unless he's here. So Tim being here is good for us.
I have actually... I wonder if they have thought that, because I have actually thought myself, how am I going to carry on watching this if Tim goes? I've actually... That thought crossed my mind.
I mean, provided there's still OGs, I'm still going to be invested, I think.
To be fair, some of the newbies I quite like.
Who? What's to like?
Taras, I don't mind.
Okay.
Johnson, he can be quite funny. That's about it. So, Tim in the diary room goes, nice one, big brother. She wants revenge and my head could be on the chopping block. That was about Sam.
Yeah.
Pissed off that his big brother didn't get rid of her. Drew said, I feel liberated to be free of the OGs, but he didn't actually say that. He went, I feel liberated to be free of the OGs.
They probably shot that before Sam came back in and he was actually saying, I feel liberated to be shot
free
of
her,
Sam.
yeah. This all feels rather fake, I've noted here. Big brother wants housemates to unwind. Oh yeah, here we go. You have to keep your heart rate down. And what do they do? Put pedometers on? Not pedometers. What the fuck's
the
that?
heart rate meter on
heart
their
rate monitor.
wrist. Yeah.
I noticed Drew had a very low resting heart rate of 55.
Yeah, is he okay?
Yeah, mine's like 65.
I don't know what mine is because I don't have Fitbit or anything. But Dan said, "Oh, that means he's very athletic." But he didn't seem that athletic, does he?
My mum's got a mega low heart rate, like too low, I think.
But she's a lizard.
Yeah, like 30 or something. She can do as much cocaine as she wants and nothing happens to her. What happened here?
Well, these things, obviously all these elements of this task were designed to put heart rate up. It's what I felt. I like this kind of thing, but it's almost impossible. Who can?
You can't do it, can you? If you're scared, you're scared.
Exactly.
That's it.
So Drew got given that little the Juanita, shout out Juanita from BB1.
Lewis F's little, what was it?
Baby
Bow
Bow. Do you know what? They should have just kept Baby Bow Bow and shipped him around the world for tasks
was it a
like
him
this.
Or was it a he or a she?
Oh, could be they. We don't know.
A baby. Jack's obsessed with babies.
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of that?
No.
Yeah, there are people who are just raising their baby gender neutral.
Oh.
The baby. When he first told me, I said, you're making that up. But he wasn't. It's an actual thing. That's the future, people. So,
don't you think that this baby thing is a Big Brother staple? But I don't feel. I think they've done it on Australia recently too.
They've done it to death.
But I don't think we got enough of it.
No.
And I feel like the baby crying was just. Normally the baby simulator cries, but I think Big Brother was just playing it through the speakers. No?
Oh, I don't know. Tully's ovaries were getting excited by holding that baby.
Yeah. Didn't he say to Sam? Didn't Tim say to Sam, "Don't worry, it's not yours"? Or something like that?
Calm down. It's not yours. It's kind of sad because Tully wants a baby, doesn't she? She's always going on about it on the podcast. Yeah, that was part of the reason that she and Drew split up. There's another baby. Oh, they were showing pictures of Tully's boyfriend, weren't they? He's hot.
Oh
yeah. Tully's rate went to 106 when she saw Drew holding the baby.
That was funny. Actually, that was good too.
And then she's just like, oh, it's just because I'm, nothing to do with Drew. Yeah, right.
Do you think she's not over Drew?
I think she was hung up on, well, she even admitted it, didn't she? She was hung up on Drew for many years, but I think she was sort of hung up on the idea of him. And I think because their relationship started in such a dramatic way, it's like, you feel like it must be meant to be if it started like that kind of thing, don't you? And then you realise, no, that was just something that happened and it's just meaningless.
There were some interesting moments on Tully and Drew's relationship this week, actually.
There were.
That's what's sort of keeping me going, I think.
Other than when he's with Sam, snogging her, that horrible cow.
They put snakes in the diary room where they called in Tully, JC and Estelle to sit on the diary chair with snakes behind them.
Well, we do enjoy a snake in the Big Brother house, don't we?
Oh, yeah, we love that thing with the tongue. Gosh. Same old tired jokes.
You didn't have to say it. It's like, I had to say it, and then I had
set it up for me.
Yeah.
Lulu,
you did have to.
Can we talk about Lulu's in air quotes hairdryer?
What wasn't a hairdryer?
It looked like a heated comb. No,
that's a curling wand, I think.
Being run over.
Look, the only hairdryer I care about in Big Brother house is Tahan's hairdryer, so don't bother me with this shit. What was it run over with? A little steamroller or something?
Forklift truck or something, yeah.
There were some clowns in the windows. That's very Big Brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
We do like that. Shout out Bunky.
I think I heard Tully mentioning the weirdness for there being very few mirrors in this house.
Oh, yeah. Well, she said she could see the actual cameraman.
Yeah, have you not noticed?
Well, the cameramen, they must be behind mirrors, right? They're
no.
just stood in the corner.
Yeah.
Fuck off, they stood in the corner.
They just wear, like, camouflage.
They just stood there filming Drew and Sam kissing.
They, no, so...
Oh, the ninjas.
If you... They used to do that on BBAU, didn't they? Why would they ever let them see the ninjas?
Because sometimes the ninjas had to like lead you around if you were blindfolded or some shit like that.
No, so if you look to where the mirrors would be in the house now, they have basically black sheeting.
Oh, okay.
Which obviously is 2 sheets, and in the middle the camera sticks through, and you can see the lens moving.
Oh, I see.
How
Why?
fucking weird. And also, I feel like the mirrors would feel safer.
Yeah.
That's like a hole into the outside
you're breaking
world.
the fourth wall there, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'd feel a bit like at risk. So imagine someone broke into the camerons. They could actually hop through the window and get into the house.
Put a sniper rifle through there. As if someone's going to do that.
But they've just got a few. Like Tim said, Tim was doing the tour for these fucking new people and going, this is one of the few mirrors we've got in the house. Which for Tim must be also weird.
Why? Because he likes to look in the mirror.
Well, no, because he's used to living surrounded by mirrors.
So the next thing we had was Alicia was freaking out that there was going to be a chicken in the bedroom.
And Tim's like, no, I don't think it's a chicken. Oh, I think it could be a chicken.
That was funny.
Somebody on Twitter doesn't believe that's an actual chicken in the bedroom, that they put that shot in later.
Oh, maybe.
We never saw a housemate in the same shot as a chicken.
So. What a weird conspiracy theory that is.
I think that was Brecky or,
I like it.
One of those people that doubts a lot of things.
Tim told Drew to go and breastfeed his baby. I thought it was quite funny. I think that was it before
the Intruders came in. Well, I've got a point. I've got a point that about this.
I hope you have several.
Have you listened to the Tully Bibby banter podcast?
No, because I'm worried about spoilers.
Yeah, I thought you might
I will listen to that shit after.
I listened, so you didn't have to. But
even better.
Tully did a little podcast, just giving a bit of a rundown and catch up, and she gave a bit of the behind the scenes. And she was saying how it's interesting now that she's watching the show in real time with the audience, because obviously back then you were locked away, you didn't know what people were saying on Twitter, but now she's part of the conversation on Twitter.
That's true.
So every day Tully tends to tweet along with the show, and she'll be like, oh, this day this happened, and we felt like this because of this, so she gives a bit more context.
I'd like to read that, actually.
It's actually quite helpful. And then she goes, basically every day the production team give them a set of photographs to put on their socials, promote the show.
Oh.
One funny thing she said was I don't know if everyone working on production is gay, but all of the pictures they give me are just the most ugly pictures of me. And she's like, why you think I want to put that on my social media? That's the worst angle possible. But what came out from that was Reggie posted some pictures of her in the heart rate task, and she's very emotional, and Tully is consoling her. It was I think a message from her kids. So the weird thing about that is that Big Brother went here to promote the show, post this to Reggie.
Even though they never showed it.
They didn't put it in the show.
That's weird.
Of all the people you'd want to show the emotional story about, it's Reggie, because people are so emotionally connected to her.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Big Brother don't give a shit about the housemates. All they care about is shoehorning in this task, shoehorning in this.
Yeah, but think how much time they lent to the task, which was really inconsequential.
Yeah.
That was the meat of the task that probably meant something. Yeah,
well, I know, you like Reggie and you think she's all right, but, I think we should just put some more, strangers in here who we don't actually give a shit about.
And that, why? These are great characters that we have to have on the show.
God. They're not. I know.
They're just
Brenton.
not. Filler. Another Brenton. Where do you find all these people called Brenton? It's not even a name.
It's not. It's actually not a name.
Drew. Okay, these Intruders.
How were they introduced, these two?
Why? They were dressed in, for dinner, in a dinner dress, a full tux.
I thought they were a couple.
Me too. I was like, these two must be off married at first sight or some shit. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Drew said they seem bloody fit.
Yeah, he goes, you've put in a couple of triathletes.
This Jules is a bit of a funny looking person.
Also, and
no offence.
A lot of mouth.
Yeah, rather rubbery looking. She is. She's got big features.
Yeah. She's built.
Yeah, that's the last thing I need. Characters I don't really like who are fit and going to win the comps. Having said that, she's sided with the OGs, hasn't she? And Brenton's gone on the other side.
I think the OGs, Tim and Tully, did a good job at really honing in on her and just being like, no, we're going to... Tim went to work, basically.
Yeah, he sure did. Brenton came in with no socks on, which is a mark against me. Oh, I'm very tall. Oh, yeah,
I've got a bone to pick with Jules though, because you can't be Hurricane Jules and Queen Jules, can you? You need to pick one.
Hold on, isn't Tully Hurricane Tully?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Isn't that just because she cries a lot?
No, I'm not sure. Tully goes, oh, did you know some of us are old housemates? Like, trying to name drop that they're like, more important.
Do you know me?
Like, yeah. Do you recognise me?
Have you ever seen... And I think Jules was like, yeah, I watched the old seasons, right? About Brenton, someone said he's taller than Drew. I don't know who said that. And then Johnson said he's the new Joel.
Oh, God, that's all we need. Then JC was trying to like ingratiate himself with them. He goes, "Oh, I'm an."
But he's got good chat.
Yeah, he said, "I'm an artist. I like touring and shit." That's actually what he said.
Did you get anything about the bit where they were talking about the theme of the show?
No.
I think that might be when Tully was saying, some of us have been here before.
Oh yeah.
And then I think Jules was like, "Oh, is it All Stars?"
Oh yeah.
Series,
yeah.
And then someone was like, "Oh no, it's OGs versus newbies."
Yeah, I mean basically it is, isn't it?
And then someone said mortals. I think Tim said mortals versus, and I don't know what, like god tier housemates. I guess the end of that is.
Ouch. It was at this point my boyfriend Jack said this season has gone down the toilet. He hates it when they bring in new people. It is annoying, isn't it? Intruders. Brenton said he's never... Oh...
I got a question.
Yeah, go on.
Are they official intruders? No, right?
I don't know. Why?
I think part of Australia's concept is you're an intruder before you're a housemate, aren't you? If you come in late.
Oh. Yeah, I don't get how that works. Sometimes they kick them out still, don't they?
I think that last season, when like Marley's lot came in from the plane, I think... Big Brother confirmed they were not intruders to sort of, solidify the fact that they're actually here. Off. They're actually here to stay. Yeah, get used to it. But these people, I don't really know if they've got the label or not.
Who cares? Brenton was trying to like pretend he's never seen Big Brother. I was just like, oh, what's this?
To be fair, when he said to Trev, "Are you Big Brother?" That was quite funny.
That was funny. Yeah, Trev was just like, what? What?
Oh yeah, he goes, I only got the call a few days ago, which I think is what someone said before. Someone came in late. And he goes, who's Sonia?
Oh, please.
Come on, if you don't know who Sonia is.
Sonia. Who would say that? It sounds weird coming out of your mouth.
Americans.
Sonia.
Are you Big Brother's Trev? Joe me. It's a game plan I've written. Tim's telling Brenton to take his clothes off. What? Jules
is a part-time podcaster. Me too. That's not a profession.
How's that working out for you? Because it's costing us more money than it's making us.
$8 a month for adverts. Divided by 2.
If we're lucky. Tully and Tim know Big Brother and are going in on the social game.
Tully said, "Oh, that's my boy's new girl," about Drew and Sam.
My boy's new girl.
Yeah, I don't know if she actually
sounds like something out of a R&B song.
Gabby, Alicia, and Lulu are sitting on the balcony bitching. Why don't you make the effort rather than sitting up there moaning?
What? Why are they up on that?
Yeah,
balcony?
Shouldn't be up on that HOH balcony. That's
she's still
privileges only.
Alicia must still be the HOH then, because later on,
she's not a little rat.
They got to take Jules up there, didn't they? The OGs. Which side of the bedroom are the intruders going to sleep on? That was quite interesting. Tully was a bit like, we kind of sleep over here and like they sleep here. It's interesting that the bedroom divide is always a thing.
Yeah.
Even when it's barely a divide. It's like half a wall, but...
Drew described Tim as being like Neo in The Matrix.
But with better hair.
Now what?
Champagne and dinner, no? Apparently Brenton's emerging to be a newbie and Jules is an OG. Oh, Jules got voted the new HOH. I forgot that.
This was still when, like, not the newbies, the OGs sort of had numbers on their side before they basically just
imploded,
decimated themselves
again.
Fuck? This farmer Dave has got a mental
I want to
problem.
like Dave, but
don't you think he's an odd guy? He's just like...
Oh, he's such a salt of the earth, big brother.
Weird. And that whole thing with him and Tim, which we'll come to, I could not make head nor tail of that. I don't think he could either.
Big Brother didn't help that, I'll tell you that.
No, that was an editing fail as well.
So this is why Jules got to pick who could have access to the suite. And it's Tully and Estelle and Dave.
I thought she'd pick Tim.
Tim's had enough glory.
Yeah.
You know, he had a little house in Bali when he came back before, didn't he?
Did he?
The series after, didn't they give him a house with Ben from Brisbane for a bit? I don't really understand where that went.
I remember he was being a bit of a dick that season when he came back. What do you actually get to do on that mezzanine other than just eat gummy koalas while they're
Exactly, nothing.
Just sit out there.
Not even any photos of your friends and family.
No. Alicia, Johnson and Drew are bitching, and then Tim came in and everyone went silent.
Tim's quite good at spotting that and trying to sort of like get in the way of it.
Tim said, if you want to win, you've got to beat the best, and I've always been the best. That's what he said in the diary, I think. Putting tickets on himself there. But
game, recognised game.
His own game. He is correct. And then, hold on, Tim said to Johnson, I'm still learning what your name is. Ouch.
Tim said to Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. About Tim, that was in the hot tub they were bitching. I've never seen a hot tub turn ice cold so quickly as when Tim got in there and everyone was just silent. I also enjoyed the newbies up on the mezzanine telling Estelle, you know, we've all been through the game and like we're still playing the game, but we're playing a different game to them.
Yeah. A pure game.
the integral game.
So now the next thing I've got is a comp. Can you talk us through the comp?
It is the one where you have to hold your body weight on a swing-like device, but you're holding the string. The cables above your head.
I see.
What did you think when you saw this? Because I was like, could favour a smaller girl, I thought.
Yeah, I'm never sure who it's going to favour until I see the first couple of people drop out.
This is a funny one, isn't it? When it's your body weight, in theory, it's individual calibration, but surely if you're heavier, you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because by being heavier, you're not necessarily stronger.
Yeah, you'll never know. No, you could just be fat.
I mean, Trev is a big guy, having to hold his own weight.
He didn't last that long, did he? Or did he?
I don't know, actually.
Jules got to pick one person to sit out. This is a power move, but it does make you an enemy.
Who did she pick?
Drew.
Oh
no, it was Alicia that chose Drew, I put there. Oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. Someone chose Drew and Drew set out. And Tully was grinning and Tim was smirking as well.
She said that was bad edit.
Oh, was it?
She said, no way was I like rubbing my hands together over that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Choice edit from Big Brother.
Of course.
What? This was a bit emotional. Anything involving Reggie in a challenge, I just blob. She was the last woman standing in the comp, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Until she then fell backwards off of the swing.
Oh, yeah.
And landed on her, coccyx, it looked like.
That was a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Trev went down like a sack of spuds as well.
I'm surprised. Roger goes, I forgot to let go.
Estella's always rooting for Reggie so hard, isn't she?
I love Estelle. Do you like Estelle?
I love her.
I absolutely love her.
Jack's always taking a piss out of her facial expressions because she's always isn't she? She's always gurning with
she's got grit.
Passion. Yeah. She is. She's so passionate and just wanting the OGs to win. But, yeah, of course I like her because she's one of the only ones with a fucking brain.
I love how she goes. She basically goes what the fuck are you doing, you guys? We need to stick together.
Yeah, it's idiots.
She's always pulling her hair out over the sort of absolute kamikaze-ness of everyone else's choices.
And she will be one of the first to go.
Definitely.
Out of that lot.
What did you think about Brenton? He was holding on with one finger. I thought, is he doing the full sabong? Or is he losing his grip? I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell either.
Dave goes, Jesus Christ. How long are you going to fucking do this for, JC? Christ almighty.
That was quite a good
impression. We haven't got all day.
I like that. Hold on, just before that. Drew was bitching about Estelle going, hope Estelle drops. So then when she was about to fall, he ran over and helped her.
Well, chivalry isn't dead.
You little snake.
Tim,
It was Tim, JC, Dave, Johnson, and Brenton left at this point.
Okay.
Or not, maybe not this, but go on.
I just want to talk about Tim versus Dave. I thought it was some of the most interesting...
52 minutes in.
Some of the most interesting conversation that I've seen.
Yeah, go on.
Let's see if I've got the notes. Tim wants Dave to tell him who he's going to nominate.
No, Dave wants Tim to tell him. No, hold on.
No, Tim's asked Dave, and then he goes... Dave's like, oh, I don't know. And Tim's like, you can't make a decision. Like, putting him basically on the spot.
Yeah.
And Dave said, oh, I put up two young people.
Yeah.
And your man. Who's your man?
Drew?
Or, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Or Brenton?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know who that was. But then Tim was... I thought this was genius, because Tim wouldn't say what he wanted to do. He got Dave's thoughts out of him, and then was like, these don't match what I'm going for. Let me just twist those thoughts for you, and now you'll think these are yours.
Yeah.
He just was like, here you go. The diplomatic move is to keep Brenton, and he will repay it later.
Showing mercy will be returned in our favour, is what he actually said.
Almost biblical.
Yeah.
Tim goes, basically, put one up from each side and a floater.
But why?
And then handed Dave the win.
But I don't get that part. Why one from each side? Why not just newbies? That's the part that I was like, what?
Is it because Tim is trying to ride the middle to some degree?
Yeah, that's what we thought, actually. He's trying to keep his options open on both sides.
I think.
But that never works well. That's what that was
case in point.
That was Danny's undoing in there, and trying to like do too much and be too clever. Yeah.
Just go hard.
Yeah, just stick with your people, because if you seem to be a snake, they'll come for you anyway. I don't know. I think it's just...
I don't think it was the right choice, but I think it was, the way he makes it happen is interesting.
Why does Dave trust Tim so much? Why is he looking to him for answers? Why is he always sort of sucking up to Tim a bit, and then Tim's kind of like treating him like a little bitch, and Dave sort of putting up with it.
Well,
so an interesting dynamic, isn't it?
Maybe that's this whole I'm nobody's bitch business.
Yeah.
He's probably cottoned on to the fact that Tim handed him the win.
Yeah.
Like, Tim knows, don't get blood on your hands because you become a target. It was very clever. Like, Tim could have easily agreed that Dave drops and he takes the power, but he didn't want that to happen yet. Another
thing to note was Tim was still one of the last people in that challenge. He hasn't got the strength. He's got that mental strength. I've said, can the people on the side really not hear this conversation?
No.
Isn't that weird?
They can't.
Why not?
Because Tully was like, finally I now get to hear what was said.
Oh, okay.
No, they can't. I was like, how far away are they?
Yeah, because normally they're like just cheering on from the sidelines. So I didn't get that. I've said I don't trust the choices Dave is going to make. It turns out I was right.
Acoustics worse than that gig you were at in the yard.
Why put an OG up? This is the same shit Danny used to do, and it didn't work. Tim, he was going to nominate you, but I told him not to put you up. That's what Tim said to Brendan. Using that, like, and making Dave look bad.
Yeah. and even so, remember that.
Yeah, nice. So Dave nominated Alicia, said she was the leader, and I think he called her a whippersnapper as well.
Okay, good start. Right, tell me more.
Well...
That sounds promising.
Then Trev...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
A safe vote.
Dave.
A safe vote, I believe.
Dave, we need to talk. Do you understand an alliance, Dave?
Dave's voting pattern is just absolutely diabolical. Just senseless. And then he did Gabby, who is basically on their side as well. To be fair as I can be. It's not fair fucking competition. It's Big Brother.
Also,
what game are you playing, mate?
Dave, do you believe that any OG has got your back?
Newbie.
Any newbie has got your back.
Yeah.
In any scenario.
They'll put him up. They have put him up. Alicia's put him up before. Just absolutely boneheaded.
This is the enduring lag of old Big Brother.
Yeah, it is.
And it's these OGs who have they've got a bit of compassion for these people.
Yeah, they do.
And the experience.
Yeah, they do.
You know, for Dave, it's obviously been a life-changing thing where he came out on TV. Yeah. He's become his authentic self.
Yeah.
these newbies are never going to get that because it's not that show anymore. So just, take them out the back and put them out the misery now. Because they're not going to get out and have a TV show or a magazine deal or be on Dancing with the Stars.
And they don't care about you OGs having a good second experience. They want
if anything, they want you out because
you've
had it already.
Yeah, exactly.
Old timers, you've been.
Yeah,
you've had your life. Who said that? Who said that? They've had their life.
Yeah, that's someone not very old.
Yeah. Is that Big Brother?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So then, Dave was just an absolute fool.
Estelle and Tully were just jaws on the floor, agog.
And then Trev stands up and he goes, look, I'm not going to run around and blow smoke up your
over in here. Don't roll over.
Yeah. No, I don't think he was rolling over. I think he was just like, I ain't going to bother campaigning. I think he thought he was safe.
I got the feeling that Trev is, let's be honest, how many lines has Trev had the whole series? Two? Yeah. Two, max? Like, you haven't seen anything.
Oh, I wanted to see more of him.
Me too, but Trev is a nice guy living in the Big Brother house, and that's where it ends, I think. And I think that... no, honestly, like, have you seen him gaming? Like, no.
Nah.
Okay, the sewer. He got a bit of coverage because there were 3 of them in there. The camera... He happened to be in shot, basically.
Ouch. Yeah, but I'm sure
this is Big Brother. Trev, can you move so we can get a better view on Layla, please?
Look, Trev is a winner. You can't tell me he's not done interesting things in that house. He has.
No, he must have done.
And they're not showing him. And it's criminal that they didn't show him more. And it's criminal what Dave did to him. I'm a criminal.
Well, I got the feeling that Trev was that person who... was a dad to everyone. Yeah. And I think a lot of the newbies he was like quite close to. I think he was very close to Gabby, but we didn't see it. Yeah. And possibly even Alicia. So I think he was just he was doing the whole I've had my time.
Right, yeah.
And maybe as a winner it's like I'll just go down gracefully. It
sounded to me when he left it's like he wanted to go home and
see his kids.
Family.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck about that. I want you to stay in the house entertaining me.
You gotta fight.
Yeah.
For your right. To scramble.
Alicia said, I know what Dave's doing. He's trying to do a squeeze vote.
I love the squeeze vote. That's very BBAU, no? It's a BBAU original, is it not?
Yeah. Trev said, do what you got to do to Alicia and said, vote for me. I was like, no! What are you saying?
Yeah. See?
It was Trev's first time being nominated ever, was it? Or was this a lie or something?
I do have
some small print about this.
We have checked the facts via our independent adjudicator, although he's not very independent.
No, if you want facts, go somewhere else.
Alfie S12 on Twitter is where you find all your facts and just general moaning about Big Brother Australia.
If you think we fucking moan, tune into that bugger's tweet.
Yeah, the moan zone.
That's James.
Was that one of your podcasts?
That's James's new Twitter handle. There will be moaning there too.
So Big Brother did a tweet of a tally about nominations and stuff. So apparently Trevor had never been actively nominated by his fellow housemates, but he had been nominated when all the house had been put up for nomination.
Oh, right. I see.
As a twist.
I think that's fair enough.
He'd been at risk, but not...
He'd not been targeted.
Yeah, not voted.
No, I see. Trev said... Trev trusts the OGs... Are they sure he won't go? Question mark.
Uh-oh. Drew said he's going to break his sewer rat's promise. If you break... I mean, where is the honour?
And his fanny rat promise.
The sewer rat's promise.
How dare you besmirch the name of the sewer rat?
Is nothing sacred. My one hope. The last 2 sewer rats couldn't hold it together.
Has Drew gone full evil? I thought it was just like for TV, but is he actually voting with those newbies?
Yeah.
Why?
Full on defected.
When he comes out, people can be like,
what the fuck were you doing?
That's boring. I wanted you to hang out with Tim and Tully. Don't you know your own brand? He literally, when he went in, said, I'm known for Tim and Tully. Well, you better stay. He's trying to become a thing. He's trying to become a thing on his own.
It's like when H went into Celebrity Big Brother as Ian, and now he wants to be H from Steps again. It's like you tried to rebrand. Okay, it didn't work, so you have to go back. Perhaps Drew's going to come full circle.
Ian, we saw you be in that step ladder for Donny Tourette as he tried to exit that house, and we shall remember you that way, H, young man.
What a series.
Jesus, he got out at the right
Jermaine
time.
Jackson.
God.
I'm so confused.
No,
what have I walked into?
No. Yeah, and that was just the beginning. Never mind. I was going to say something about Daniel Lloyd, but let's move on.
I've written we've fully lost Drew here.
Yeah, Drew. Drew. I don't even fancy Drew anymore, but I hate him that much.
Drew's telling Dave Trevor is going home, and Dave is now freaking out. Yeah, Dave is like, oh no, what have I done?
Still said there's no such thing as a safe vote. That is correct.
Thank you.
Dave said Alicia is the mob boss. That chick is running the show. Gabby said she wants to go home. You might as well. We're not doing anything there. Annoying seeing Drew kowtowing to Alicia. Alicia said,
I don't like Alicia taking control.
Of Drew. Like, come on. He's a grown man. You're just a little yappy chihuahua. Alicia said, I'm all about girl power and I want a female to win. And she said she wants
Girls Alliance.
crunch numbers so hard that she wants her brain to hurt when she goes to bed at night. Try watching that 1% Club game show on TV. That would make your head hurt. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah,
honestly,
it gradually gets harder.
It's really fucking hard. It's kind of fun.
Do you know what's interesting? Well, what's funny about that show is my dad was talking about how good it is.
I watched it for the first time when my mum came down. She said, I watched this. I thought, this looks shit. I don't want to watch it. Yeah, but it's actually quite fun.
So if you don't know, basically, I've not seen a full episode, but essentially the players are a bit like an audience, right? They're in like all around the studio.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like Millionaire, right? You've got a keypad to answer.
Yeah.
And every now and again, they do like a close-up shot of a player.
Yeah.
And a player. Play on players. And one of the guys on there was on an opposing team on Supermarket Sweep when we were there.
No way.
One of our opponents. Those two guys, the firemen or whatever, who turned up hungover.
Oh yeah.
His goodwill. I was like, oh my god, because he is a serial game show.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
But he didn't make it to the 1%.
No, but he fucking didn't. Hard as hell. But that show is actually quite fun. It's sort of like riddles, but I kind of hate riddles. But it is a bit riddle-ish, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can, if you stop and really think, it actually does make your brain hurt. But you can. Me and Jack like to compete to get most, and we were like quite even.
Imagine how soon you'd bomb out if you were on that show.
If you were actually on it, you'd be.
It's like, so what it is, they ask the population the questions first, and then they deliver
harder
them
and harder.
Yeah, like
so 90% of people got the first one right,
sure.
and then goes down. But some of them are like seem they're so hard. No, some of them you think it must be a trick because it seems too easy, and then other ones it's like so mind-bogglingly hard. It's like I would never work that out in a million years.
Yeah, like decoding letters and stuff. Yeah,
it is good though. It is quite entertaining.
Who hosts that show?
Lee Mack.
Oh, I fucking hate him.
I just forward those bits.
I can't stand that man. That's why I don't watch it.
Yeah, just watch the questions. You don't need him.
Are we at the eviction room yet or not?
Hold on. Where am I?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Alicia wants her brain hurt. Alicia's campaigning all over. Brenton says he remembers her voting for him to be HOH. He won't forget that Alicia was on his side.
Oh,
Drew said he's going to vote out Trev. Twat. Trev's going home. Dave's face about the potential of Trev going home. It didn't occur to me there'd been any risk at all. Mate, what the fuck? You should have put up Alicia, Sam and Drew, I said. Now I've got
absolutely.
The eviction.
Absolutely, that should have been the nominations.
What? Why? Oh, we'll never know. Is Dave on Twitter explaining his game?
I doubt it.
He's back on the farm with his hand up a cow.
Amongst other things. I don't know what he gets up to. Sonia was looking a bit understated in this one. A jumpsuit number with short sleeves.
Oh, I see. I
liked it though. Sonia always looks good, I'm sorry.
She does. Don't need to be sorry.
No, I mean, yeah, credit where Sonia looks great. I actually really like Sonia. I know a lot of people a lot of haters for Sonia, but I think...
I don't feel any way about her.
Don't you think she's good at the eviction room?
I suppose. She's kind of shit stirs a bit.
I love it. Like, I haven't heard about this. Like, and Tim, what did you think about that? I like it.
Yeah, right.
Dave on his nominations, he said he's put the three most respected people in all three... I don't think he said sectors, but that's how I've translated it. Sectors of the house on the block.
Well, that was stupid.
Okay. Sonia to Trev. Were you surprised to be nominated by Dave? Trev said, no, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off with Dave quite a bit, but I think he was just putting on a little act, wasn't he?
Oh.
Yeah.
So
fake anger.
Oh.
No, it's all love. It's all love. 110 days, and this is Trev's first nomination. Oh, come on. Dave's like, I didn't even know.
Yeah. Humble brag. Sonia said you're an icon of BB to him.
Estelle basically was like, look, there is no safe vote, and I can't believe someone as kind as Trev is on the block. And it all got a bit emotional when Trev started talking about his kids. And as Dan always says at this point, use the white woman tears.
Trev said these two are like my little daughters about Gabby and...
See?
Who was that?
The other one.
Yeah.
Alicia.
Trev said he's doing it for his sons.
Sorry, just a reminder, it is Alicia on the block, isn't it?
It is, because Alicia said, I have more of a family inside the Big Brother house than I do outside.
Tiny violin.
What's the story there? Some beef with the fam? Tell us more.
Yeah, we need a VT on that.
Yeah. Tim said everyone is much loved. Wow.
Mostly me.
some loved more than others from looks of things.
Alicia's crying. Yeah, that's what I've got. I've got the vote next. I haven't watched any extended votes though, so I don't really have
no bother.
The intern. But I've got Jules changed her vote in the diary room apparently. Tully was getting very emotional about nominating Alicia. And Tim said he hasn't decided.
Ah, bollocks.
No, they nominate Trevor.
He's leaning towards voting out Trevor.
He said, did he say Alicia deserves a chance to play the game? And even Tim said there may not be another chance to take out Trev.
Yeah, but in actual fact, Tim's vote didn't really count because it was 9-5 to evict Trevor.
Voted 9-5.
Bit of a landslide, wasn't it?
Yeah, what a way to kill a legend.
Where's Trevor's fucking Paul Me tinsel, eh? Where is it? Wasted it on that horrible, vain, entitled bitch, Sam.
Well, he's flushing back down the sewer. Just keep him, down there for a bit.
The sewer pact is over. Dave said, how is the guy I respect most in the house gone because of what I've done? Well, you asked and answered your own question there, mate.
Yeah.
Literally.
Go back to the conversation with Tim.
What the fuck, Dave? And Reggie was pissed off as well because she's obviously mates with Trev.
I love Reggie's outlook on everything.
Yeah.
She's just like, I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What are we playing at?
Yeah. Idiots.
I love how sort of unbothered about the whole experience Reggie seems to be.
Yeah. It's like, I'm here now. See what happens.
Everyone is distraught.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. After that episode, I was just like, I just can't be bothered with this at the moment.
I don't think it got any better in the next one.
Got worse. I need a wee.
All right, let's all go to the lobby
and have ourselves a wee.
Welcome back
to the next episode.
That's an old classic, yeah. Big Brother has had a party overnight. We had this in, I think, UK Series 8.
Goodness gracious, that train going by is rather loud.
It's atmospheric.
Series 8? God, that's very specific.
I remember Carol moaning about what happened and having to clean up. Now, did you hear the rumours about this party?
No.
Apparently it was like a Big Brother reunion party.
Oh, yeah.
Trio Temptation was there. Surly was there. Apparently Bob Reiter was like reading people's fortunes. Problem is, Tree of Temptation dared Zingbot to throw the chairs in the pool. And Otev didn't feel so well and he was sick everywhere.
You've been working on that.
Just thought of it now.
That's did you honestly just think out of the spot?
Yeah,
oh, that's
I went
good.
to the toilet.
Oh, that is good. That's good. Good stuff there. Only on BB on Blast to get that sort of content.
Apparently the drinks were poison blue.
Nice.
Marsha's flight was delayed though.
Ah, that's a shame.
You know she's a jet setter.
So, Tully said, our chairs.
I love how Tully had taken ownership of the chairs. Like, these are our chairs. How could you do this?
First they trashed the game, then they trashed the house, I've written. Oh, right, sour, aren't they?
It's no funny how we've both written Tully said our chairs. I think they were outside in the rain. What did you just say after that, sorry?
First they trashed the game, then they trashed the house. Sour. And my boyfriend Jack said he's upset because he cannot work out who's a good player in BB Australia. I'm like, that's...
you can, it's Tim.
Yeah. They have to clean up the mess and put it down the garbage chute very quickly in a very small space.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the garbage chute.
Tim found some knickers in the pool. Were they Zingbots or?
Another character that might have knickers. I'm trying to think of one.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, they were public eyes.
Oh God, Iris.
Iris's knickers.
Drew said, "What do you want for breakfast?" To Sam, and she said, "You." Just fuck off. Brenton's still playing dumb. JC said, "We can keep you in the loop, I guess." About what? About the strat chat? Okay. Oh, then we got Brenton's VT.
Yeah, Brenton's dum-dum plan. Did we? Brenton's?
Yeah, about him massaging people with a massage gun.
Oh. And Reggie's like, oh, like a vibrator.
Yeah. That was his job. And
he's a salesman for like a massage device. That's a bit pyramid schemey, isn't it?
Boring. What a boring job.
Does he sell NFTs as well?
I've gone the full Alfie here, I've written. I saw Brenton's VT and I was just like, I've just had enough. I just don't care.
God.
This is when
You lost early. You lost interest early because for me it took a little bit longer.
Gabby getting something in polystyrene.
Oh, yeah, so some of these tasks were like Big Brother making a mess and they had to clean them up, weren't they? I've got something to say.
Yeah,
it's not actually my tattoo of the week, but I've got a comment about a tattoo of the week.
Oh, go on.
Did you observe any odd body art this week on BBAU?
Not that I can think of.
During the confetti clean-up, someone was down on their knees.
Yeah.
I believe JC. Ooh. Have a look at this and give me your thoughts.
Oh, ouch. Is my thoughts.
Can you imagine getting a tattoo there?
On the sole of your foot.
Literally the ball of his foot, isn't it?
I had my lips tattooed and it hurt a lot. So is it confetti though?
Is it confetti stuck on his feet?
I'm reading your next note.
Or is it...
It looks like a tattoo. What a stupid place to get a tattoo. No one can even see it. Not even when you have got bare feet.
Only when you're like on the sunbed on the beach can anyone see that.
I don't get that.
I mean, maybe it's say like, oh yeah, I want to have a tattoo, but I don't want it to be visible, so just to say I've done it.
Don't bother then.
Maybe it's confetti zooming in. I'm not sure.
Can't tell.
Maybe I'll tweet.
Need to tweet
I tweet him and ask?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's free.
Well, he's very busy with his rap schedule. I've written here. Oh, I've really lost it now.
Yeah.
BB setting them impossible tasks, like for us watching as viewers. Ooh, ouch, sour.
I've written the shopping task takes a bit much airtime for my liking.
Jack said at this point, this feels like a cheap money spinner about the show in general. And I said, it's not even spinning any money.
Yeah, what money? There's no phone vote.
There's no money in it. Then we had Bubbles in the bathroom. Then we had some animal cruelty. Standard.
Need to talk about the hygiene involved in this element of the
shoveling
task.
Shit.
But, the Big Brother lawn is astroturf.
Plastic, yeah.
How easy is it to get shit out of astroturf? I think not easy, don't you?
Wouldn't it be?
You got experience
of shower it off?
Have you ever cleaned shit out of an astroturf? Or?
No, I haven't even seen any astroturf. I have in the Big Brother
It's in
house.
your eye line here. That's astroturf outside on my balcony.
Come on, pull your pants down. Let's do an experiment.
I just think that's never going to fully come out, and they've got to walk on that.
Ew.
Lie on it or whatever.
Poo poo.
I wasn't happy with all the shit around the pool.
It's cruel to have a cow in there, to have whatever else there was, a goat. It's cruel.
Sheep trying to walk into the window.
Just stop bringing animals into the Big Brother house. One of those cows was quite cute. Made me feel bad about eating them.
Yeah, Dave liked it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was in his element, wasn't he?
Didn't Dave start trying to milk the cow? And Big Brother was like, don't do that. Dave.
Why was he doing that? This is a stage cow. It doesn't have milk come out of it.
My question is, I know that this house is situated at, the old Sydney Olympic Park. How far do you have to go to get a cow? Is there an urban farm or
Yeah, they have to put them in a lorry and it's just wrong.
At least they didn't suffer the same fate as Patricia.
Oh yeah. lest we forget, even though I had forgotten for a second.
Dave and Tim, go on.
Alicia hates animals. She hates chickens. She hates
the sheep.
Yeah, she hates everything.
Dave and Tim are talking about Tully being put up for eviction. Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah,
this is where it begins.
Dave said, "Since Trev's departure, I'm super conscious of the game." Well, a shame it took you that long.
Oh yeah, welcome, Dave. Where have you been for 32 days or whatever it is?
Oh yeah, then go on. What did Tim say? We've got to keep an eye on Tully, Tim said.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were telling me. Now I'm telling you.
Well, I think my notes are a bit sparse.
Oh well, I've got it. Dave said the emotional roller coaster. She's always crying, bitching, and moaning. And Tim said, "Shall we nominate her instead of Estelle?" Why are you talking about nominating Tully or Estelle?
This was so confusing.
This whole thing was edited so fucking badly. I got confused, and then finally Tim admitted, "Oh yeah, I did say that." And I was like, "Why did you leave me a whole episode unsure of what was said?" I feel personally abused.
I retweeted a package of this, which shed light for me. Do you want to watch it? It's not long.
Yeah, all right.
Because it helped me understand what was going on.
I thought I understood what was going on.
Okay, it's 5 minutes, but it will still help us, I think. You thought you understood.
I thought I understood, and then I got confused.
So my issue was...
Is that going to be okay on the podcast for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
It better be.
Well, if it gets boring, we'll stop. But my issue with the whole thing was that Dave started talking about, I'm not going to be anybody's bitch.
Yeah.
And because we thought he was targeting Tully, I thought it referred to Tully.
Yeah.
Right? Did you?
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
I think this is what proved to me what was actually going on.
Do we want her to be nominated instead of Estelle? 100%. If anyone from our mob goes, it's got to be her.
Why does it have to be someone from their mob?
Yeah, why?
This is just music to my ears.
Although Dave's like, if anyone...
I just don't know if Tully would save me. I know she definitely wouldn't save me. Well, then she's...
But she would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A threat to us, says Tim.
Tully's driving us insane. What?
I can't believe
We
it.
don't know whether to take her out first. Because if she's never going to be a number for us anyway, the problem is that it comes down to you and Drew. She's not going to vote to save you. No. And that's a problem.
But she is a number for them.
I don't know what's happening. Who do we put our points on?
I think he's quite loyal to the OGs.
Ask
I
Dave.
think so.
I'm not the one leading it this week.
Yeah, right.
I'm not leading.
Isn't it? Drew, Johnson.
I haven't heard Johnson from anyone else. No, I haven't.
Tim trying to
I've
act
heard your
like
name.
an innocent bystander.
Oh, yeah, I've heard your name.
My name? Yep. From who? Who said my name?
Tim.
Well,
Tim, who said my name?
Tim.
His game face
Reggie.
slips
I've
there.
heard it. I'm not saying I'm not getting
His
involved.
game face often
Someone
slips
tell
when
me the
he's
truth.
under the
If I
car.
heard
Yeah.
your name, I'd tell you. So who said my
Yeah.
name?
Tully's like, I would tell you.
I don't know.
You do know.
Is it?
Just
No, I
say
don't. I actually don't know.
What a
I'm not
liar.
involved.
We're working together.
Not a good liar either, there.
Tell me who said my name. Are we working together or not?
I
Yeah.
don't
I'm not
know,
going to go
darling.
blow up. You do know, so just tell me.
No, I actually don't know.
I'm so frustrated at
I'm
this
trying
point.
to think, yeah, right. Trying to think of what to say.
So that they're going to put your name up. Therese said that. Yes.
Where did Reggie pluck that from?
But
I don't know.
Have her
Ask.
on, yeah. I'm not getting involved, Tim says. I
Are you
can
voting for
start
Tully,
involving.
Dave? That's really harsh. That's so
Oh!
I'm no one's bitch,
There you
alright?
go.
Ah!
I'm no one's bitch.
Which sounds like he's voting for Tully.
Yeah.
However,
Are you guys
I
putting me
don't
up?
get that.
I'm just a bit
Who
shocked
said that?
because it doesn't matter who said it.
Well, you can't ask us to talk to you if you're not going to talk to us either.
People hear things around the bedrooms and stuff.
What's up? You're on a rampage.
No, I'm not on a rampage. I'm just asking some straight questions.
I love Tully. I love her so much.
She wasn't on the rampage. She just sat there.
All I'm asking is that I thought I was on a pretty good page with everyone here, and so
Yeah,
to
which
hear
is correct. Yes.
to hear your side throw my name up and me have no idea about it and hear it for the first time.
Was it our side?
Yes, it was your side.
I think it's your side.
It's not my side.
Dave's voting for you.
Yeah! The way Drew said that.
You just told me, I said, you voting for Tully? Like, laughing. He goes, I'm no one's bitch.
I reckon your best bet is chatting to the people.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember who told you that as well.
Reg.
Exactly. I'll go talk to Dave.
What's that music in the background? The fuck?
Yeah,
He's
of
playing a
course.
violin. Tim
Are you
laughing.
putting a point on me today, are you?
No, I'm not.
So I don't understand. If you're not putting a point on me, then what's this rumour that you're starting that people are putting points on me?
Oh, because I've been used as a pawn in a little
Okay.
game. Use me as a pawn.
Yeah.
But
Tim.
I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus because that's not how I play.
So you're looking me in the face, you're saying you're not putting a point on me today?
100%.
What's going on there? Considering you under the bus.
Yeah.
Make me scared,
Which
to make me
is-
not like you.
Yeah, which is... Yeah.
Is that right?
Every time.
Not sure, that's what they think.
Idiot. He does
Well,
this to me every time.
Okay, so you know what con man means?
You
You know what a con man is? A con man brings in the confidence of another person and tricks them into doing something.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, he's been working me as his bitch for the last 2
Too long.
days.
Yeah. So
But
the
I'm no
bitch
one's
is...
bitch.
Is he
Tim's
trying to
bit.
implode
Yeah.
us? What's he trying to do?
That's what he's doing.
He was the one telling me last night we have to stay strong.
Yeah.
He wants us to stay strong and then he can switch sides and sell us down the river.
No shit, Sherlock. But,
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks for the chat and thanks for your
what?
honesty.
yeah. Ready to talk, Dave? I've heard what was said to Tully now. Yeah, Are you sick of being my little bitch for the last 2 weeks? That's not
He
what I
has
said.
been caught red-handed, lied to Tully, and threw me under the bus to her.
Tim, I support you and I'll continue to back you, Tim. And
Mate,
I'm not gonna
you're
do this.
avoiding the questions that I'm asking you.
Don't implode
Tim
now.
is devious.
I'm
So
taking
did you lie to
Taking a
Tully
break.
to try and make you look good and make me look bad? But that's supporting me.
Tim, I'm taking a break and I still support you. That's the important
This is
information.
avoiding what's happening right now.
Tracy looking smug.
This is not helping
It's
me.
avoiding responsibility, but you're happy to tell her
Tim,
that the responsibility's all
Tim,
mine when I've got nothing to do with it.
Taking a break. The most important thing that you need to hear
I'm not
from
asking
me
if
is
you
I
support me. I'm not asking that question. I'm saying, did you say that to Tully?
That's what I'm saying to you is I really support you.
Did you say that to Tully?
Politician.
It's like Reggie getting
Well-
upset.
There's some points coming your way today.
So, does that clarify anything for
No,
you?
not at all.
I was confused because I thought the "I'm not anybody's bitch" from the conversation in
Yeah.
the kitchen with Drew was all about Tully, and then it turned out it's actually that Dave has realised that he's being played by Tim
Yeah.
since the competition
Yeah.
in the yard.
Yeah.
I understand the motivations. Tully thinks that it's to fracture the OGs in some way, so that he can now maybe rise as the leader, as the last standing OG. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that the realizing that Tim was the little bitch, or he didn't want to be Tim's little bitch. Was
Yeah.
sort of like what sort of made me
But-
get more perspective.
But the thing that I'm confused about is Dave went right back to being Tim's little bitch and was just like, oh yeah, Tim, whatever you say.
So about that,
Yeah.
Tully on her podcast said, with Tim, you can never get Tim one-on-one to have a conversation.
Yeah. He wants
Obviously,
the crowd.
unless it's led by him, yeah.
Yeah.
And when he comes unstuck, like he is now, he will bring it up in front of everyone. And that he wants the audience, which is exactly that scene.
Yeah.
It was... I don't like what Tim is doing to Dave in that whole episode. I really went off Tim because I felt like it was very mean when Tim really was the one in the wrong all along.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's
he
what I thought. I
was-
thought Tim...
He's chief gaslighter though, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought Tim was in the wrong. And then by the end of the episode, I started to think, well, did Dave say something? And then the next day, Tim goes, well, yeah, I sort of did do that. And I was like, oh, fuck's sake! I was like, you gaslit me, Tim. Because I started to think, well, what was actually said there? God, I just don't get who any of that stuff benefits. Saying, let's put up Tully, let's put up Estelle, making fractions with the OGs on the day that they're all nominating. I don't... There's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. The editing is just so
and then that's the other
bad that you cannot work out what is going on, and that is not okay.
Yeah, I said the same. Not enough context, too much task, not enough context. It was this one. Like farm animals and stuff, and cleaning up confetti.
Yeah.
Or how about, like, instead of showing us a couple of clips of Tully losing her shit at the start, you actually put that into the show, because when Dave suddenly goes, I can't take Tully anymore because of this and this. Well, we don't have a clue, because it's all seemed sweetness and light to now.
This is what I've put here in my notes. There must be other alliances going on that we're not seeing, as it makes no sense for the OGs to be having these conversations about targeting their own. The way that they're presenting it as a TV show is very linear. It's OGs, it's newbies, it's them against each other, but it ain't.
Sure.
And you see that with the vote, and you see that with, like, Taras voting with this person or Gabby voting with this person. So it's not, they're trying to sell a very simple story, but there's more to it than that. And here and there we get glimpses of it, but I know it's like, oh, well, we haven't got time to show you all that.
Right.
But yeah, they do fucking have time. Stop showing us all this other shit and show us the actual game that's being played.
Literal shit on the astroturf. But you're right, it does reveal itself in the eviction room when someone like Trevor says, you know, I need to bounce because I want Gabby and Alicia to stay. Yeah. And those, whether they're strong game alliances or they're just personal connections, that's what we're not actually getting to see. Yeah. And then when something like this happens, we're trying to piece stuff together.
Yeah, it's like we need the fucking red string just to work out a basic day in the Big Brother house. It's like, Jesus, just tell us the story. You have literally an hour to an hour and a half every fucking day. Tell us the story.
So yeah, we're probably going to recover a bit of ground there, but I thought that was good clarification.
Yeah, I don't think that did not clarify anything to me.
Well, it's the best we've got. So.
Yeah, during that conversation with Reggie and all that, Reggie, Tim, and Tully in the diary room, I've said they've edited this so badly. And the fact that Reggie said Taras, I put Taras must have said something, but they never showed it to us.
What did she say? About what? About
she said Taras had said Tim.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And Dave said...
Unless Reggie was actually trying to take the heat off Tim and just thought of the next obvious name.
Maybe. Dave said I'm no one's bitch a few times.
Twice.
I think he is talking about Tim, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right.
He is.
Why did he backtrack so hard and has Tim basically is apologising to Tim?
Oh, because that's how gaslit he is.
Yeah. But Jack was like quite shocked about that. He was like, why is Dave acting like such a pussy to Tim? Like when Dave's like, you know.
That's the force of Tim.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't like that when Johnson said, "Oh, are you on the rampage to tell you?" She just sat there. Shut up. That's sexist.
I liked her response though. What did she say? No, I'm just asking
serious questions.
I'm just asking questions.
The OGs haven't got a clue. They should be spending the day targeting one of the newbies, not each other. And then Sonia goes on the voiceover bit after a day filled with drama.
Why does she sometimes narrate and sometimes not? I don't understand.
I haven't seen the drama. I've seen a little bit of the drama, but if the day has been filled with drama, show me that. For God's sake, it's like, oh, that sounds good. Where can I watch
then why is
that
the show? Shit?
Yeah, where can I watch that part? It's just irritating. So,
7 bars.
The alarm was going off on a storm. Oh, this is...
It's a storm! Was it? Storm's coming.
Hurricane Tully.
Is that it?
Yeah. So the garden was a mess, wasn't it? First the party, now this. Jesus.
And props to the task team who do set that up. Tully was like, there was literally a tree, cables, it was so convincing.
It did look quite good. And why were the men cleaning up in their budgie smugglers?
Oh, because it was raining.
Well done. Is that a good reason?
Well, saves your clothes getting wet.
Anything of note to see in the budgie smugglers?
Well, I didn't notice, really, to be honest.
See anything of interest. Dave was perving on Brenton. The OGs need their heads knocking together. Oh yeah, and this is when Tully came up and spoke to Dave. Was Dave playing dumb with Tim? ? Dave said Tim is stirring the pot. He's been working me like I'm his little bitch the last few days.
Yeah, this is the whole con man bit.
Yeah. And then Tully went to tell Drew. Tim walks in and Drew goes, I'm on your side. Tully told Tim what Dave said and Tim said that's bullshit. Oh yeah, this is when Drew started going, Tim doesn't lie in here. Tim is known for not being a liar. Is that true? Is that a thing? Tim's a little lying little rascal.
Oh, is it because like he came out and said, there was the hairdryer or the ice cream?
Yeah.
And which one do you think I took?
That confused the hell out of me. And also, why is Drew still sticking up for Tim? It's like Tim can do whatever he wants to Drew, and Drew's still like, yeah, we're best friends. It's like, he's been trying to evict your girlfriend 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, and also, where's your game, Tim?
Yeah.
Not Tim, Drew. You should be, if you're now a newbie, capitalise on this and, spread the rumours.
If Drew's really working with the newbies, when he wins a comp, I want to see him put Tim up. Put your fucking money where your mouth is, Drew. No, because that's not in your contract. Come on, what you got? Look, you've confused us now with this clip.
We basically covered the whole episode in 5 minutes. So
yeah.
I've got the OGs are reconvening in the bedroom. Estelle isn't happy that Tully was talking to Drew about this Dave, Tim / Tully issue. Yeah. Estelle was basically like, keep it. It's like, what is it? You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. It's like, I'll keep this in the family. Like, can you not go talk publicly about this? Like, we don't want the newbies to know.
Behind closed doors.
Yeah, exactly. Estelle's trying to firefight so the OGs don't implode, basically.
Tim said Dave is lying. Oh, Alicia looked happy when this was happening. Oh, yeah, excellent gaslighting by Tim, I've written. Estelle and Reggie trying to calm it down. The OGs are insane. We will never know who really said what. That was my final thoughts on that.
It's one of those unsolved mysteries, like the Bermuda Triangle.
I mean, were there no tweets where people were like, here's what actually fucking happened, or not?
No, not really. I mean, Tully was out with her boyfriend's birthday, so she wasn't live tweeting along, but she did do tweets later, but I can't remember if there was much of that really helped.
Confusing as fuck. If you have any thoughts, listeners, let us know.
Yeah. Or if you know what really happened, perhaps you're from production.
I don't think even Tim or Dave know what actually happened. Especially not Dave.
I've got the challenge in the yard now. Tully said there's nothing like hearing your name to put that fire in your belly. What is this one? Is it the water and buckets and the heads?
Drown your enemy. That's what I call this comp. Drown your enemy. Reggie actually got ruled out on medical grounds. Oh, yeah. And as a result, cannot be nominated tonight. That's not bad.
More of that for Reggie, please. And also, as the HOH, Jules was safe, right?
Yeah. Oh, as long as Jules is safe, that's all that matters.
Oh, good. Great TV, that girl.
Yeah, brilliant.
Pairs were picked by a random ball pick draw. So you got a runner.
See, this wasn't good because...
What? Why?
You can target 1 or 2 people, and of course all the OGs are getting targeted.
Do you think anyone applies logic? Don't you think it's a bit of a sheep situation? Like, everyone's doing that person, so will I.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's annoying.
So they have to run, fill up that bucket and pour it down that chute and then drown the person in the box.
I liked Drew in that box. He had his mouth shut and looked good. That's how he should be.
Oh, was he in the box too? Yeah. Who's in the boxes? Let's have a look. I got a picture. Drew
looked good as a head.
Brenton, and he said that about Sam too. Sam, Estelle, Taras, and Jules and Tully, I think.
All the OGs are getting targeted. Well, how would you fare with your head in that box? Would that make you panic?
Yeah, I'm not good at holding my breath.
I'm not sure how I'd be unless I actually tried it.
You would freak the hell out.
Why?
Because it's too confined.
I'm scared. I'm not scared of confined space. I actually like being in confined spaces. I just don't like crowds.
For me,
I'd like to be in a magician's box and get cut in half.
I was wondering... how I would cope, at the point where your mouth's covered but your nose isn't. You just have to nose breathe.
You would panic, I think, eventually, wouldn't you?
It's hard to consciously just nose breathe as well.
Yeah.
This is like ASMR.
Nose breathe, that's a weird word.
Yeah, I've got the order people fell. Estelle and Tim were the first to be taken out.
When Estelle went out, she went, I won't forget this. You're not going to get rid of me that easily. Oof. Jack said she shouldn't say that. She shouldn't be drawing attention to herself.
I think he's right.
I like it for the good TV.
Next, that was Drew and Johnson. Okay, interesting.
The water looks dirty, I've noticed.
Yeah, wasn't that clean? A bit murky.
Not good, is it?
Brenton and Dave.
Jack was cracking up at Dave going, keep breathing, mate. Keep breathing.
It's always good advice for life, really.
Keep moving. Jack's been doing that ever since. Rather irritating yet funny.
Brenton and Dave are third to be taken out. I wonder if that's because Brenton's... Or was it just because Dave's an OG?
Probably.
And then Sam and JC. Taras went under the water for seemingly ages.
Yeah, he was meditating, wasn't he?
Apparently.
He's either meditating or has drowned, I've written. I don't know if someone else said that.
I noted he was the only one that actually pulled the built-in mechanism to drain the box, which was like 4 plugs. Whereas everyone else just like popped himself out of the head thing. And when Tully and Alicia were next to go up, Dan was laughing because he said Tully looked like a baby cow being born. Like she's like fell.
Oh yeah,
and like took her first breath.
We said that too.
He said with a lot of amniotic fluid.
Yeah, that could be a good picture actually. She's like,
she'll thank us for that.
Yeah. Well, Tully, look, the pictures can't all be like on your Instagram where you've filtered your own face and no one else's.
Oh.
She does though.
I think she might have mentioned that she's a bit,
she does.
not insecure, but used to doing that.
It's silly because we know what she looks like and she looks just fine. She doesn't need to filter her face like that.
No, well, I don't think she looks bad as herself.
No, she doesn't. So she don't need to filter her face like that.
Plenty of people are, face tuning, and an ex of mine used to enhance his muscles on pictures to make himself look bigger.
Just what's the point?
It's very...
When people see you in real life, they'll know what you look like.
I just think people are insecure, aren't they? And people have got unrealistic standards now.
Yeah. Because of shit like that.
Yeah.
It's perpetuating it.
Like the festival I was at, there was a lot of people with their bodies out, of course, and there's also a lot of people with, average bodies too. And Dan was like, a lot of people have been preparing their outfits for this event for months with steroids. Because a lot of people's outfit is just, here's my muscular body.
It's just...
I like that look, but it's hard to achieve.
I just think
especially if you do it naturally.
I just think there's something very sad about like filtering the living daylights out of your photos. Like you are what you are. Yeah, you can you can change how you look. You can improve how you look, but ultimately you are what you are. Having said that, I prefer a face shot than a body shot on my Instagram.
Well, creative camera angles are a different kind of fish. So Jules and Gabby won the safety.
Oh God, boring.
Odd. Because Jules is quite, athletic. I know she's got safety anyway.
Yeah.
So Gabby, it's only really Gabby that got anything out of that, right?
I doubt if anyone would be bothered with her anyway. Oh, having said that, Dave put her up yesterday.
Well, I guess that's good then for the rest of the house because she's nothing. So whatever, keep her out of the firing line because she went in anyway, right? Am I making any sense whatsoever at this point?
I've just stopped listening. Estelle is trying to get Dave to think straight and stick together.
Oh, good luck with that.
Tim said, "You've slandered me to Tully." Dave said to Tim, "You're a confident trickster." And Tim said, "Cut the crap." Tim is being very stern with Dave.
I just want to read that.
A confident trickster. And a con man.
I just want to read out what Estelle said. If we don't get it together now, our ship is 100% sinking and we're screwed. I can't think of a more accurate read.
No, and you've already fucked it by getting rid of Trev, who would have always voted with you.
Yeah.
Stupid. Dave is right. Tim was trying to get Tully nommed. Dave said, I thought it was you trying to do it. Yeah, Dave started to get confused, like, was it me or was it you? I thought it was him! 3 exclamation marks. And then I said, this is confusing the hell out of me. Tully and Drew want to go after Dave.
Yeah, Tim said, Dave, so you weren't trying to get Tully nominated? Tim's, no, I'm voting for Lulu.
Tim's up to no good.
Yeah, I've written it too.
Yeah.
In capitals. Tim was trying to get Dave to vote for Tully.
Yeah, we know Tim. We saw the receipts.
I was in the diary and said, well, I might nominate Dave.
Alicia running around issuing orders again. Alicia is actually quite good at rallying that
I will
side.
get, credit. She is stepping up. Like, there's a power vacuum and she's trying to fill it. Yeah.
Taras and Jules are with the OGs. Oh, are they? Oh, yeah, they said they would vote that way. Tim said Dave has blown up the OGs.
I really like that the OGs sort of reconvened in the bedroom and Tully was like, kind of trying to go through like, I heard that, what is it? Tully heard that she's...
Her name.
People are coming for her, and Estelle was like, stop it, Tully, we don't have time for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Tully is, Estelle's very much business.
Yeah,
like,
she is.
Cut the crap, we can't go there now.
Yeah.
There's a vote about to happen. Let's just stick together.
Yeah.
And that's how it needs to be.
Yeah, Reggie was going, it's my fault for telling you about that. And Estelle's like, no, we need to move on. Let's get our shit together. What a shambles. Why is Tim doing what he's doing? Question mark. I think it must be to keep door open with the other side. Has to be, right? Plus he's got Drew on that other side. You know, maybe him and Drew got final 2 or something. You would never know.
If they have, bed, but they should have told us.
Yeah, well, we don't need to know, apparently. Estelle is coming for Johnson, and Johnson is going after Estelle again.
Yeah, and that was reflected in the noms.
Tim seems annoyed with Dave, so there must be something we didn't see. See, I'm still getting confused.
Yeah, he said, I'm sick of this. Own your moves, don't blame them on me.
Tim!
Oh,
Is
Tim,
Tim lying to us now?
You sly dog.
Oh, I'm so confused. How are Tim, Drew and Tully still not getting any nominations? Question mark.
And Tully too.
Riggory. After all that, Tully got no nomination. And Estelle was safe as well, which I was happy about.
Yeah. Alicia, Brenton, Drew, JC, Taras, Tim, Tully, all with no noms. Even Alicia.
God. So who was up? Was Sam, Lulu and Dave. Dave, Sam and Lulu will face off in the competition. Sam immediately goes, who put the votes on me? Who put the votes on me?
She's too emotional.
Fuck off. It's not. No one has to tell you if they voted for you.
Dan said that the way she sort of like has these outbursts reminds him of Betty.
Oh,
when Betty would just get a bit too shitty with people. Yeah. Doesn't do you any favours, although I've written here, please let's get rid of Sam for real. Like, we've wasted a week. Can we just...
I was 100% sure she was going, weren't you? Were you? I
was hopeful.
Didn't you think she was, though? Weren't you shocked?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah, I was really shocked.
Tim tells Sam to let it breathe instead of going on a witch hunt.
Yeah. Oh, Tim was getting really pissed off with Sam at this point, wasn't he?
Because she was thinking it was Tim immediately.
Sam milking it and crying. You shouldn't even be there anyway. My thoughts.
Dave finds out that Tim nominated him because he had to make a stand.
Oh yeah. Dave is not shocked to be nominated after all the ball dust that went on. The ball dust.
Did someone say that?
Yeah, Dave did.
Oh.
Sam crying again in the garden. Drew said, this is why we put Lulu up. But then Drew also said, Tim never lies again.
Wait, who said that? Drew.
Drew.
Basically, don't worry, Sam. Lulu's up, so you're going to be fine.
Tim is lying in this very episode to us and Dave.
What did he say? What did he just said about lying? Well, you said he's lying?
Drew said Tim never lies.
Oh.
He's lied to us about that whole thing with Tully.
He's lied to Dave about the decision he made.
He's lying all over the shop.
He's lied to Tully about mentioning her name.
Yeah. Drew, what are you on about, mate? Put on your Metallica t-shirt. Sit down.
Drew's obviously never watched the show or seen Big Brother Canada, for sure.
Stick to what you do, yes. Looking not quite as good as you used to.
I've written here, that ending was abrupt. Didn't it just suddenly cut off? I thought my file glitched.
Enough already. Yeah, I don't know. It was a bit of an odd way to end, really.
It was emotional. That was emotional. And I found it hard to like Tim again during that one.
Yeah, but the next day when he goes, I was lying.
Of course I forgot about it. It won me over. Are we going right into...
I'm up for it if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Johnson.
It's day 29.
Johnson had a sexy dream about someone in the house. It was so obvious it was Estelle, don't you think?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he couldn't look at her.
But they're trying to get each other out.
Yeah, he's got her on the mind. Maybe it's like a hate fuck type of situation.
Maybe.
Maybe he fancies her, that's why he's trying to get rid of her. Pulling her pigtails.
Dave is hurt by Tim's nomination.
From his best mate.
Tim is claiming he wasn't trying to set up a devious move to Dave. Well, what were you trying to do?
Yeah. But then Tim admitted he was involved and it was the truth in the diary room. Finally, I thought so.
It kind of was. Maybe I put the bullet in the gun and gave it to you. It's up to you whether you shoot it or not. That's a bit like us. giving weapons to Ukraine.
Little fucker. Jesus. Dave then said he would never vote for Tim, no matter what happens. After all that, Dave said, I would never ever vote for you.
Dave. Tim's a wrong'un.
Tim is pulling the strings here, I thought.
Oh.
I'm right.
Panic room? Is that where you're at? Or?
Yeah, panic room. What happened? Oh, I know.
Tim's basically tired of all these people that can't pass the panic room, and I'm getting punished because
things not to say just before the
all your failures.
Yeah.
That, he wants some airtime, probably. So,
Jules chose Tim.
Oh, is it Jules?
Yeah.
Written Estelle for some reason.
Oh.
I must be wrong. Yeah, it makes sense. It's Jules. Yeah. Tim and also Lulu. And Lulu is scared of everything, apparently.
God, Lulu's just the person you want to be stuck in a room with doing God knows what, isn't she? Useless.
Doing anything.
So they went into a room and they saw like a little flask there.
Camping chairs.
Yeah, tent.
The wood chip on the floor.
Yeah. The wood chip on the wall. And then suddenly...
It'll be very dark in the room in the BB house.
Have you ever put a tent up? It's hard to put a tent up just even in the light, let alone in the dark.
I have.
Oh, it's horrible. I can't
remember doing it.
I get so frustrated.
I think I've told you this before, but I actually did a whole class which was about camping in Thailand.
What should you do that for?
For fun.
Jesus. Not much
so
going on over there.
I think we had to pitch a tent as part of our lessons, but I think I just let the Thai people do it and stood back and watched.
Fair enough.
This tent looks particularly complex though. Funny shape.
Honestly, sometimes they're so hard to put up.
Some of those ones have like 3 rooms or whatever.
Oh God! It's like I don't want to live here for that long. I don't need a fucking sitting room and a bloody bedroom and a study.
You could put those inflatable sofas in.
I used to have those inflatable sofas back in the 90s. So anyway. They were basically like wiggling around like a fake snake on a thing.
Yeah.
It was quite funny, wasn't it?
A bit of comic relief.
Yeah, it was alright. It was alright.
I liked, my personal highlight was the BB brew.
Oh yeah.
I want to try the BB brew.
Yeah, that was good.
Is it alcoholic? Like, what flavour is the BB brew?
Tim was getting so pissed off with Lulu. He's like, sat down, like, I need a break. And then Lulu's like, I don't think you getting drunk is going to help.
Oh, it was actually beer.
Oh yeah, and then Tully was in the DR and she could hear Lulu screaming from in the DR. Do you think that's accurate?
Probably, but the DR should be soundproof. I liked the scene, what they did with the edit of Tim, like lying back, and it had like all the hypnotic like sounds and stuff. Yeah. And there was even a little echo of the old theme tune.
Oh, was there? Yeah. Lulu said, I don't want to die this way.
Jesus.
They had a cutaway of Johnson doing some strategy with clothes pegs. Did you notice that? He had them hidden in a drawer.
Oh yeah, they looked like letter A's. I think they were upside down.
Something's afoot. Someone's been learning at his master's knee. What else happened?
The Intruders are talking about alliances very briefly outside by the pool.
Jules has learnt there's no plan is solid and suspects there's alliances underneath alliances.
There you go.
I agree with that. That's the same thing I said the day before. Brenton started going on about missing his wife. I was like, oh, just fuck off home then. No one cares about you here.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was actually going to walk for a minute. It's like, oh, I'm missing my wife. It was like I lived to like serve my wife or something.
Maybe it's the Kevin strategy. Perhaps it's a fake wife.
Ooh.
A small fly. I think I look a bit jaundiced today.
Oh dear, like you're washing. Oh yeah, and they're about to have a baby. Oh yeah, he just wants to please his wife. That's what he said. Don't you think that's a weird thing to say? I just want to please my wife.
I mean, it's nice to please your partner.
Go home and please them. Don't say that on telly. It's a bit creepy. I was just thinking about it, but it was off-putting to me. And then so.
I had a prediction here.
Go on.
Brenton is going to walk. Did you think that?
Yeah, honestly, I just said that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
I thought it was gonna, yeah.
And I thought, in this episode, because why are they going to put this context in otherwise?
And his VT. Oh yeah, they'd already done his VT, hadn't they?
He got 2 VTs, didn't he?
Fucking hell, man, ain't that interesting?
VT merchant as well. Jesus.
So then we went back to the tent, And Big Brother goes, "Ooh, I hope you've got it pegged in," and then started blowing the wind.
Someone was in the corner with a leaf blower or something. That's why they don't have mirrors anymore. So people can poke shit through the curtain.
Yeah. Lulu goes, "I'm not a happy camper."
I wondered how she knows that turn of phrase, because happy camper, isn't that
Heidi High or something
from old film? Yeah.
Tim goes, what the light goes on, I don't think we've passed this, look at the tent. Yeah. Accurate. And indeed, they had failed.
What did you think about this punishment they had?
What was it?
They were putting three people t-shirts, which was a bit like the ring they were on the other day.
And
what about the pairing? The pairings, whatever it's called. What's it called? The truppelins. What did you think of them? Did they make the right choices?
Why is Vicar obsessed with handcuffing people together, for starters? The pairings I did like, because I like the fact they put people that, when they were saying the pairings, and they were like, Drew and Sam, yeah, that's what we want, more of Drew and fucking Sam together. But no, they put Drew with Tully, which is what we actually want.
I was interested. Well, I found it interesting they didn't put Drew, Sam, and Tully
together.
Yeah. I thought they'd do that to sort of really rile Tully up.
Yeah. But it was so much better just having Drew and Tully talk on their own, and Lulu just sort of sat there like awkward.
And also, okay, obviously, how many years later is it? 9 years later. Of course, they've had a lot of conversation, but they defaulted to talking about their relationship and how far they've come, and that's the shit that we actually want to hear.
Yeah. So...
With Lulu, that's why they put... Was it with Lulu?
Yeah, Lulu, yeah.
No wonder, because Lulu ain't going to say shit.
Yeah. Tully blamed Drew for the condition of her hair.
Oh, yeah.
She said, I peroxided my hair when we split up.
It hasn't been the same since.
Yeah, she said, you've ruined my life in more ways than one. Jesus.
She said, is this the diary room?
Yeah.
I thought that Drew was the love of my life, and that he'd be there at the end of her life. I think she said.
Maybe you will if she dies in an accident in the Big Brother house.
Involving a rubber snake.
Yeah, she said, I waited for him for 7 years.
Wait, we know that didn't happen because she's podcasting.
Yeah.
What? I've waited what?
Oh, she said, yeah, she hung around kind of waiting for him for 7 years. We talked about this earlier, how the mythology, I think, of it is what she was attracted to.
Yeah.
Because remember, I said I used to listen to her podcast and she used to go on about Drew a lot. And like, oh, Drew's doing this, Drew's doing that. I was like, it's obvious she's still in love with him. But I think she was just in love with the idea of him. And then when she's actually with him again, she's like, actually, he's kind of a bit of a twat.
Yeah, and I think now maybe she's known something better.
Yeah.
You kind of can, especially when you haven't moved on, you can sort of romanticise the past, I
yeah,
suppose.
of course. We all do that.
And especially someone that you met in Big Brother.
Yeah.
Like, just from the sheer intensity of the way it starts.
Yeah. It feels like it's something more than it is. Oh yeah, then they showed Tully's boyfriend and said, this is who she's with now.
Was it last week that Tully started to say, I've been putting myself aside for Drew for too long?
Yeah, when she did the vote.
Yeah,
against Sam, yeah.
And
then she fucking did the vote for Sam this week.
Yeah, then she wanted to talk about that later. She backtracked.
Annoying. And at this point, my boyfriend Jack said, how does Tully get all these hot guys? Rude.
Tully's hot.
Tully's an acquired taste, I would say.
I mean...
The guys she's with are like hotties.
Yeah. I guess, I mean...
I like Tully a lot more than I did her this season. She has definitely grown up a lot.
Yeah.
And I like the fact she sticks up for herself as well.
Exactly. She's a character with,
she's a good character.
She's got something
faults,
about her,
yeah.
you know?
And hello, got that.
Yeah. I don't know, like, she's not your average person.
No, she's not. She's flawed and she makes mistakes.
But also now, I mean, I don't know about before, but she owns those flaws
too. Yeah, I think she always has.
I think she's got a lure about her.
Oh, a what?
A lure.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she's definitely one of my favourites this season, which I wasn't expecting.
Tully said it takes more love and patience to be friends with your ex. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, it is hard.
Than like actually being with them afterwards.
It is hard to be friends with your ex sometimes, but I think it is worth it, because especially if you've been with someone for a long time, it's a shame to like never ever speak to them again unless there's like mitigating factors. In that case,
I'm going to say, speak for yourself, but I can't imagine myself being in touch with them.
But to be fair, I had a terrible ending to my relationship with James.
Yeah, I was going to say, awful. You've actually managed to get over it.
Yeah, and we managed to, and we speak now, but it just depends if it's kind of worth it to you or not.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then absolutely not. But if it is, then it's not a bad thing. I feel like he's just sort of like a sort of another member of my family in a way, which doesn't not to say I'm really close to him, because I'm not close to my family either. It's just like someone who's been in my life and knows me very well.
I think it's like an undeniable connection.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Just like if something happened to me, like something happened to, like, I don't know, my mum or something, like I'd tell James, he knows my mum very well because I was with him for 7 years, and he would, actually I was with him for 8 years. So you just have that history. You don't have to like pick it up. And
the odd thing is that when you do break a relationship, like, the trail goes cold on so many relationships. Like, you rarely would stay in touch with your ex's family and stuff, where when you're together, people ingratiate you into the family. Yeah. And that sometimes, I think, keeps people in relationships for too long. Yeah, it does, well, because it's like, oh God, imagine all the things I'm going to cut off. Yeah, it's like, true. All the people that I actually like. It's true. But we've got an example in my family where, if you look back at the wedding photos for my dad's wedding, all of the like plus ones have been swapped out.
Like an intruder.
Yeah, like bar one. So I feel like the wedding photos have gradually sort of come down, because the group ones are just like, ooh, there's that X.
Do the arista.
Yeah, exactly. Or just like Photoshop the face on.
Yeah. I do think it's a shame though, because like James and my best friend Nicola were like such good friends, like really, really close friends, and then obviously but then obviously they do still, or they did still talk. I don't know if they do now, but that strong friendship's gone. Yeah, but it's hard to stay friends like that when you're the other person's the link in between, isn't it?
So we've got this instance of one of my stepbrother's exes. My dad and his wife was absolutely adored her, and she was always around at Christmas and stuff, and she's a good laugh. Like Dan and I really liked her as well. But they've sort of stayed in contact. So this stepbrother's now got a new girlfriend, and actually now has a baby. But they see the ex on the side.
Oh, do they? Yeah. Do they not know about it?
They don't really tell him.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. There's people who are like, oh no, you must never speak to that person. And well, fuck off. That's your problem breaking up with them. It's nothing to do with me.
It got to the point where she was part of the family. Yeah. And my dad and his wife don't want to lose that connection.
Yeah, I think that's...
And in a way, it's none of anyone else's business.
No, I think it's good.
Even Dan and I were like, she's in London. She's not far from London.
Yeah,
like, let's go for dinner.
Yeah, if she's that nice, then she's nice. It's just petty to just cut people off for no reason.
I know, but it's funny because I wouldn't. The step brothers, I would never meet casually, but she's just someone who we got along with. And
exactly.
Yeah, like
it doesn't matter.
Without going too deep into the story, like when we saw her, she had a completely different look. Like free from that relationship, someone just like blooms. Yeah, she like found a style. She was doing her own thing. She was great. Yeah.
It's this whole like family and blah blah blah. It's just about who you connect with. I don't give a shit about friends, family, whatever. It's like if you connect with someone, you like them. That's it.
Yeah.
Some family members can be worth swapping out. Swap out those people for the replacement.
Download our new app, Family Swap.
The trouble is, no one would want to swap with any of mine. Just have to don't know, trading and swapping the same.
Imagine the profiles.
Oh God! I'm imagining the heads in the boxes with the water. Let's just swap a few of the heads around. Anyway, let's get back on track.
Right, the punishment. Tully thought, we've got all that. Daniel's beautiful. He's a little slice of heaven, she said about her current boyfriend.
Yeah, he does look hot.
Day 30 is Drew's birthday. Big Brother's basically provided decorations and stuff.
Fucking tired old, we're going to have a date and someone's going to be a butler. And,
I'm sorry, this has never been done before. We're going to have a little date, secret, in the treehouse.
God.
Just for Drew and Sam.
God.
Oh, and someone else is going to serve them. Taras is the waiter.
Taras was looking weird as hell. Tim said, at this time, don't bring her back in. No lovers reunited. What was he saying that about? That reminded me of Godfrey's This Ain't No Lovers Paradise. Saying about Sam, I think. Just leave her out there.
Oh, I've written here. Okay, so bear in mind that we know Drew has a different girlfriend now. There's no way he can sit at home and watch this show with his girlfriend.
No.
Like, sucking face with Sam.
That's why it's so embarrassing about having a showmance in the house. It ruins your whole experience once you split up with that person. Right. You can never look back and be like, oh, the memory, because it's the whole thing is just tied up with that person.
Yeah.
So probably Sam can't watch it either.
Yeah. She's really emotionally connected. I don't know. I guess she is.
Sexually, at least. Go on. Tim was giving Lulu a pep talk behind the sofa.
Oh yeah, Lulu was actually crying.
Why is she hiding behind that sofa?
Why is there a black spot behind that sofa? Big brother, get your camera angles sorted out.
Yeah, it was a bit shit.
Stick a GoPro down there or something.
Tim was eating an apple. Have you noticed how Tim is always eating an apple?
No.
Constant. Keep your eye out for it next week. Always eating an apple at all times.
Tim said before this that the best case scenario is Sam doesn't win the challenge and then we can vote her out again.
Yes.
And don't bring her back.
Yeah, this time. No lovers reunited.
There you go then. Hence, he needed Lulu to fucking step it up.
Good luck with that.
Trying to give her a pep talk. Did it work? What did she say?
Don't know.
Reggie and Tim are trying to plan how to save Dave. Tim, it's too late. Why did you let it happen? Tim is praying that Sam doesn't win. And
who did Alicia say this about? You put me up, you little rat.
Don't know.
I think that was in the comp.
Oh, Lulu was complaining that Drew called her a bitch in the drowning competition.
Well,
because he was in the box and she was targeting her.
Oh, emotions were running high. I just think a lot of women are like, say that about being called a bitch and how offensive it is. It don't really bother me.
Yeah.
I mean, I am
Snowflakes. A bitch. I'm a bitch. I'm in love.
Lulu's not really a bitch, though, to be fair.
Not really.
She got a leg to stand.
Well, I think you're right. People do just say it as a whimsical, especially Australians. They've got no decorum.
Jack was,
yeah, flaming galah.
Jack was saying on Big Brother, a lot of people say bitches. Like Gary says bitches. Like Cassandra calls everyone bitches. Ica calls everyone bitches. He's like,
I'm that bitches.
He's like, is that a Big Brother thing? Or I'm like, no. I think a lot of people just use it colloquially.
It's a collective noun, is it not?
Yeah, they're not saying it like horribly. Like,
no,
like, you bitch, like that.
No.
It's just like a term of endearment.
Yeah, it can be.
You can use it in a negative way, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but you could be like,
the bitch is back.
You could say something to me and I go, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like friendly.
Yeah, it is friendly. It's all about the context.
Reggie really doesn't want Dave to go yet.
Oh, it was raining in the garden, wasn't it, for the comp? That adds a bit of drama,
doesn't
it?
I like the rain. Is Alicia the mob wife? What? I don't know.
Yeah, mob boss Alicia.
Gabby says Dave can get rid of people that newbies can't. Okay.
Yeah, OGs.
Right. yeah, like Trev.
And then we had Dave's backstory about the last time he jumped off a great height.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
They had to go up that ladder and jump and shoot the hoops.
Last time I jumped out of an aeroplane,
My
it didn't
God.
go too well.
He broke most of his body, he said.
This is why I don't jump out of airplanes or advocate for those
Why
who do.
chance it?
Exactly.
Speaking of which, my dad's got one planned, apparently. I think it was a gift.
Tell him not to.
Imagine if you gave it as a gift and something goes wrong.
I'll give that as a gift to my worst fucking enemy. I don't trust that shit. No, that's not a good gift.
Also, my dad's not getting any younger. No. I think it was like a 60th birthday present.
Does he actually want to do that?
Well, the funny thing is, I've only heard this from my nan, and she goes, "Oh, don't tell him that I told you." Yeah. My nan's always like that. Oh, don't say anything. Like, why?
Yeah.
Who's
so you've not been able to say?
Is it like an alliance? I can't talk about it. So apparently he's been scheduled to do it like twice, but the weather's made it be cancelled because obviously it's got to be perfect conditions.
Yeah.
But my dad's not mentioned it once, so I think
you don't want to tell you in case you tell him not to.
Oh, do you think he thinks I'll worry, or maybe
you will worry,
or perhaps
won't
he's not
you?
bothered about it?
I'd worry if my parent was jumping out of a plane. I mean, the chance of that happening are absolutely zero. But...
I think it's like a weird decision. I believe that no company operates jumping out of a plane unless they're 100% sure it's fine. But there's
always that
it's
one
like
chance.
There's no such thing as a safe vote. It's like being on the block. There's always that chance.
Yeah, why risk it?
Like even us, we're planning to go to a theme park. There's always that little bit of risk factor.
Nah, theme park's fine.
But never forget the smiler.
Yeah, true. What's happening now? They have to jump off this thing and get the balls in the tube thing.
Yeah, Big Brother said this challenge comes with an additional fear factor. Jumping from heights. I miss Fear Factor. Good show. This was quite a tense watch, I felt.
Yeah.
Dave was off to a good start, scoring his balls in the chute.
Dave always had an advantage, I think, by being taller and bigger.
Yeah.
I reckon.
All three of them had issues with jumping from a height, though, didn't they? Sam and Lulu missed a few times. Dave had a couple of near misses. Big Brother was like, Lulu attempts but forgets to throw the ball. Oops.
Dave's ball wasn't secured properly one time.
His big blue ball. Yeah, he had a few, like... He had an attempt where it, like, rebounded and he, like, threw it back and it just missed. The last one, he, like, kissed the big ball.
Yeah.
But Dave kisses his big blue ball before he scores.
And said, come on, you little coconut, let's go.
What's this? Dave said to Sam, it isn't good for me, but I'm a... Okay, after
for
it
God's
isn't good for me,
sake.
but I'm a man of my word. I've got you. I've got your back. Did you say I've got you?
Has Dave learnt... Well, no, never.
Has he learnt what? No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
What I found nice was that Dave said he was basically free of his past, and he thanked Big Brother for making him the man he is that stands in the arena today.
Wearing mascara.
Basically, wearing mascara. Basically, like, without the jumping task, he would still been living in fear of what would happen to him.
That's good to overcome your fears.
Who said Dave is going rogue with emotion, or is that me?
Not sure.
Uh-oh. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Estella's losing her shit that Dave wants to save Sam.
Oh,
yeah, good.
Estelle is too through with Dave, I've put. It just feels boring watching them trying to get rid of Sam again. Dave still doesn't get it. They evicted Trev on your noms, you dum-dum. He's still playing old school BB. This is where Estelle stepped in. Sam and Johnson are coming for us, Reggie and me. That's what Estelle said. And Dave just stood there looking confused. Tim and Tully are agog. But Dave goes, but I just love the love story.
Yeah, what? Of all the things,
no
of all
one
the logic.
Ever. It's just like, no.
I love Estelle's disappointment every time it starts to go right. She's just like, for fuck's sake, you know how hard I'm trying? Yeah, you know.
Just loves
Jesus
the love
wept.
story. He's the only person who loves this love story.
This is where Tim said Sam came back and played the exact same game, which I think this is so true.
That was so good.
Sam is freaking out over Tim talking to JC. Oh, is this where Sam lost her shit?
Yeah, Tim talking to JC and Sam came out and just stood there like with her arms crossed and she's like, I need to scramble too, Tim.
Oh yeah,
it's like, oh,
give me a chance.
Yeah, scrambled eggs. And then Sam...
But this is it. Tim is a scramble blocker.
Yeah.
He is, and it's good.
Sam is entitled as fuck, I've written here, and Jack said her attitude stinks.
Yeah. I think she went a bit...
She went too much.
Doolally.
Sam said, Lulu has been riding on everyone's back. Oh, so have you, especially Drew's. Sam saying she's been doing everything all by herself.
What have you done? Have you won any comps?
One, you've not done anything all by yourself. You've been with Drew the whole time. Two,
Yeah.
you shouldn't even fucking be there. You got evicted last week.
Yeah. She says she hasn't fought for her own game, and I have. I think you've sat in the eviction chairs before, possibly twice. Once evicted and saved. Like, okay, just because you survived it, I don't think that actually proves you fought for your game. It might mean there was a bigger target ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly. Sam said Tim is holding on to Lulu as collateral damage. I think you just mean collateral.
Yeah, Dan said the same thing.
Dumb. Sam said, I'm his best friend's girlfriend. Like, should that not mean anything? Well, they're not about Tim. I'm his best friend's girlfriend. Tim's been trying to go against his best friend's girlfriend for a few series now.
Time immemorial. What was I going to say about Sam then?
Collateral
the other thing we know about Sam is that from Drew on a podcast being like, basically, Sam didn't have any game. Like, terrible game, no social game, nothing.
That's coming from Drew saying that, Jesus. Gabby is not being very comforting. Oh, this was that Gabby and Sam conversation. This was a step too far.
It was so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And it was also like, can we just remember what Sam's occupation is? Intimacy coach.
Yeah.
No, forgot. That is fake. That is a fake occupation.
Yeah. Doesn't sound. It sounds like a made-up occupation. So Sam goes, "Is it because you have a crush on Drew and I'm spending time with him?" That's not a great way to get someone's vote, is it? Saying basically, "Are you fucking jealous of me?"
It's
bitch?
a great way to lose someone's vote and literally become their target.
Yeah.
Like, if I couldn't think of a worse approach.
No. And then Gabby said, "Oh, we're like sister and brother." I've said, I hope Gabby gets off with Drew after Sam goes. Wishful thinking. And then Gabby went and told Tully about that. And Tully went, "Oh, that's belittling and condescending.
Yeah.
He's not even that great," Tully said. Which I liked. That was so belittling and condescending. And then Drew, I think, got wind of this and said Sam is getting people offside.
What does that mean?
Oh, Drew went to try and talk to Tim. No, Drew went to talk to Tully, didn't he? And he said, "I shouldn't have to plead with you this early on." Like, he was begging Tully for the vote. This actually fucking worked, though.
I know. I'm really upset that it did as well, because Tully's vote was the decider.
Was it?
Yeah. 100%. 100%. She'd voted the other way. Sam's gonna.
Oh, mate.
Tully was basically being like, "Is this going to be..." This was a thing. When Drew approached her, Tully was being quite, non-committal.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, but is this going to be reciprocated?
Yeah.
Where's my favour at?"
Yeah. She said, "What am I going to get back?" Yeah. I said, she ain't going to vote for Sam. She's done bang down to Drew.
I thought so too.
What
do you
happened?
know what? I think it was the emotional pull of the birthday.
That's what I was thinking.
It was.
Yeah. She probably remembers having birthdays with him and blah, blah, blah.
And also, you don't want to ruin someone's birthday. But
still, what about the TV show that we're trying to enjoy?
Yeah. And also, in the Big Brother house, a birthday is a day in the Big Brother house, isn't it? It's that person's relevant day, but it's still the game. Nothing changes.
Drew and Sam are both coming off horrible, I've put.
Coming off horrible.
The eviction.
Sonia had an LV look going on, didn't she? Did you notice?
Yeah.
I wonder if that was real Louis Vuitton. I guess so.
Must be, right?
Or has someone just used Louis Vuitton material?
Oh, right, yeah. No,
I really like this look. It's very clingy.
What about Sam's look? The S&M... S&M zipped up look.
Oh yeah, she was going to a bondage party afterwards.
Weird.
I quite like a bold look like that though.
Yeah. Now Tim really set his stall out here.
Did he?
Yeah, and I don't think this is going to go down well.
Oh, was he revealed too much? Was Sonia asking him stuff?
Yeah, so Tim said something. Oh, to get rid of you to Sam, and then laughed. What was that? What was that in response to?
I thought it was Sam's bondage top. Tim said people underestimate Lulu, and they think they can just toss her aside when they don't need her, you included. But I think she's quite a strong player, and she can put me in her place when she needs to. And then Sam said, Tim has said he would use Lulu as collateral, to which Tim said, to get rid of you.
And Tim said... Tim said, "Lulu and I know what's going on. I tell you whatever I want, Sam." I was like, ooh.
Oh, did he? Yeah. And then, didn't Sam go, coming from the person that treats Lulu the worst in the house or something?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's always taking the piss out of her.
And then, Tim said something like, "Oh, you don't know the relationship that happened with Lulu, didn't he?" Tim said about Sam, she didn't do anything differently with her second chance. Immediately she turned around and wanted to know who nominated her today, which was true. That was annoying. Oh yeah, Sam said about Lulu, Tim teases her daily. Tim said, "I've heard you say Lulu is entitled. You're entitled," and then cry victim and blame it all on me.
Tim
went in daggers drawn, man. I'm surprised Reggie didn't start clapping at this point. And then
Tim gives good eviction room. I like it.
But he really put himself out there.
Yeah.
Drew.
He always survives.
And then Drew said something about riding on coattails, and I thought, Drew, you're the fucking master of riding on coattails, so sit down. Sonia said, "Oh, it would be hard for Sam to go on Drew's birthday." Hard for who?
Don't mention it, Sonia. Don't remind Tally. Did you notice that Sam was sitting there holding a tarot card?
Yeah, I did actually.
At first I thought, she got a secret power or something. I was a bit nervous.
Maybe that.
Oh God, it's the power of the tarot. It is real.
It works. Oh my God, proof at last.
I've written excellent eviction room from Tim again, and then I've written I'm too tired to write notes.
Don't you think Drew don't really stand up to Tim? Like, Tim's basically stood there, like, eviscerating his girlfriend. Drew's just like, well, you know, he doesn't really take
almost
sides,
like Tim's not, Drew's not that invested in Sam.
Yeah. Tully said, you're giving Drew too much credit. About what? I don't know. Oh. And Tully said, as someone who's been involved in a romantic relationship with Drew, she never mentions it. Gabby said about Drew and Sam, they're too invested in each other. Oh yeah, here I've written, Sonia is wearing Louis Vuitton's Odyssey collection. You can tell I've
Odyssey
started
on the brain, yeah.
Yeah. Sam's tasselled cardigan. Oh yeah, as well, with the S&M and then the black tasselled cardigan. Oh, it was absolutely hideous.
Wouldn't have been out of place at the event I was at this weekend.
No, it wouldn't. So then we had votes. Dave did actually vote Sam out. So Dave did actually listen to the OGs for once.
Finally, in capital letters, Dave has got with the programme. Because Dave he was turned. Because he was, obviously he'd promised Sam.
Yeah.
And it was Estelle and Reggie and Tully going to work on him.
You have to, otherwise we're going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he finally realised the gravitas of the situation, although Tully is the one that fucked it. Maybe it wasn't Tully that said it.
After all that. And then Tully was changing her vote. Oh yeah, she voted and she's like, oh no, I want to change my vote.
I felt Big Brother did us dirty by not showing the true result as well.
Yeah.
It was 7 votes on Lulu. Yeah, I didn't write down.
What was it, 7-5? Or what?
It must have been 7-6. Given that I believe Tully's vote would have changed the result, it must have been, yeah.
I was so shocked. I was honestly shocked. Well, yeah. And Tim at the end, he was pursed. He was like this.
Well, yeah, because he's just had a right go
and
at
put all his shit on the line.
Yeah. This might be an interesting week then.
Second fucking chance we've had to get rid of her, and it's not. And now they've lost Lulu, who was useless.
Lulu was a good number.
Another vote on their side, mind you. She was wavering here and there. And just as this was all happening, Molly texted me and said, "Have you seen the Johnny Depp result?" And that happened at the exact same time that I was watching this. So it was just like, Sam stays, and then it was like Johnny Depp wins. I was just like, after that, I was just like,
I don't really understand how he won. It doesn't make sense because it wasn't a win. They both they were both found guilty of defamation, and it wasn't actually about is Johnny Depp an abuser. That's not the outcome.
Still an abuser.
But that wasn't. Yeah. The case wasn't to determine if he was an abuser or not.
He already lost that case over him and was determined an abuser. It was Amber Heard libel him?
Well, the thing is, it's like, it's almost irrelevant whether he is or isn't, but like, what that result tells you is he can be an abuser, but don't talk about it, right? You're not allowed to say it, because that's libel.
Yeah, that is.
But it doesn't change the fact that they were, I think, both abusive to one another from everything that's been heard.
Yeah, they were.
So how has everyone concluded that Johnny Depp's now got a clean slate? I don't get it.
He hasn't.
No.
Did you see those text messages he sent to Paul Bettany? So he wanted to rape Amber Heard's corpse. Yeah, so good old Johnny Depp, eh? Anyway, so then I had that, and I was just like, fuck today. I was like, I don't know.
I did enjoy the tweet that said that Johnny Depp now plays the winner of Rebecca Vardy versus who's the other one?
Colleen Reilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. Oh, it's just sad for women. But anyway, life is sad for women, especially in this man's world. What can you do?
Yeah, an even sadder time for Big Brother fans who wanted Sam to go.
That's the worst.
Spare of thought for us.
I was just like, I just couldn't believe it. Sam fucking stayed again. We're never going to get rid of her. I said that last time, and now I know it for sure.
From what I've heard, like, a lot of people have obviously been having a go at Tully for it.
Yeah.
And she's sort of...
Oh, yeah, what did she say?
Stood up and said, like, it was... They cut out a lot of what was in the diary room.
Right.
And there were other reasons as well. It wasn't just an emotional decision, so, okay, but still, it goes against the logic of...
The OGs and everything.
The OGs.
Yeah, it does. Those OGs ain't long for this world, I'm telling you. They can't get their shit together.
Well, our only hope is,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Down the back of the sofa, whatever. Perhaps that's what Lulu was looking for. Way out, down the back of the sofa when she was crying.
Oh, yeah, Jack said when Lulu left, she was sort of looking around to see.
She was, well, it was a bit like that, but I think she had an emotional connection to Big Brother with her dad stuff, didn't she?
Yeah.
So I think she wanted a last look at the house. There's been a lot of that. a last like touch of the wall, and if I never see you, I love you. Right, let's have a pause because I need to go to the loo. We've got emails to do. I think we'll squeeze them in.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
We've got fuck all emails, so...
Yeah, email us, bbonpluspod@gmail.com.
We forgot to do a reminder, but if we had done one, would you still have sent an email? I don't think so.
Axe might have sent a voice message.
Oh, come on, Axe.
No, he will, but for next week, I'm sure.
We want to hear you.
No pressure.
Want to hear you.
But also, shout out to Sandra Mack on Facebook, who did message us with a link to Tully's podcast, which is the BB Banter one, which I've listened to.
No, I will listen to it at some point. Oh, that was very nice of you to
that was nice of you to think of us.
Yeah,
thanks
very much.
So many thoughts on the season. This is an interesting short podcast by Tully with a bit of goss. I second that. Too much Tully. It's called Bit of BB Banter. Bit of BB Banter. And then...
Hold on, didn't they say they wanted to send a longer email, but they were feeling ill?
Yeah.
Can you send us the longer email next week if you're feeling better?
or a long DM about what you think. Sandra, tell us, how do you feel about Tim going rogue? Actually, you know what I forgot to say?
What do you think about that edit as well?
When I watched that, after that, I said I was done with Tim. I want Estelle, Tully, and Reggie to be the final three.
You ain't done with Tim.
You will never be done with Tim. Production won't stand for it. Laurie has sent us a short and sweet email. I'm going to keep this positive. Okay, that says she's got a lot of negative feelings towards this week.
I want to hear the negative stuff.
Yeah, give us the
true tea.
I enjoyed Tim's meltdown during the Erector Tent in the Dark challenge. Chuck off an hour Laurie. Oh my god! Is that all you enjoyed in the whole week, Laurie? Just that one
Laurie,
little...
give us the negative. I want to hear what other people think of the season, apart from just Alfie.
Yeah.
I feel we're the only ones left watching, aren't we?
Probably.
I don't know what,
What about Rowan? She's watching. I know she's does.
No, see, I do get a bit of that on a message thread. Luke has been watching as well. They just said they were pissed off with Drew and the showmance and just the general fixing and just all the shit. Just the same shit we've been saying, basically.
Wow.
But
anyway, thank you for listening.
God save our gracious queen.
God save our gracious OGs.
Yeah, God, they're going to need all the help they can get.
I'm thinking that this week there'll be like another twist incoming, don't you?
Another what?
A twist incoming.
Oh, no doubt.
Because there's not been safety or secret room or something yet, and it sort of feels like actually there's still
got the safety.
But it was just like pull this and safe. Like it was not very elaborate.
No.
But there's a lot of people still in there. Can't we do a double eviction or something?
Yeah.
Triple maybe.
Quadruple.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's it.
We'll be back.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter, Light at VM.
Follow me on Twitter, BB_superfan.
Follow BB on Blast. Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl.
At BB on Blast everywhere.
Leave us a review.
Send us some money on PayPal if you want to sponsor our costs.
Yeah, we got costs. We haven't even bought any Prosecco because it's a daytime pod and we're both a bit worse for wear after last night.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can pick it up a bit.
Thanks for bearing with
us.
We're probably a bit
well,
I'm a bit croaky, I think. But I think we held it together.
People might like that.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. And send us your full and frank grievances with this series and we shall read them out.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.